Hello everybody. Welcome. Welcome to the final day 2024. How are you guys doing this morning? I am here to assemble some minis. That's what we're gonna do. So I need to separate out a couple things here. Like loose sprues. He does live. What's up? What's up, John Lockridge. How you doing? Things, and here's what we're gonna do. I still have a mess. I did not hobby yesterday, so I was assembling minis. I finished assembling the Rohan houses. So back to assembling more, and this is what I'm going to put together today. Two of these. We're going to do two hecaton land fortresses. So that's the goal. You got me up at 2 a.m. Can go back to sleep. Oh, that sucks. Did you beat the Space Marine 2 campaign? Okay. Start by building suspension. So let's go ahead and get these minis out. To figure out these sprues. They were in bags. They were shipped in UPS or via the post office, and I think the post office kind of damaged everything. Misfit, what's going on? Or the box broke, and it was raining outside, so they ended up putting everything in bags and doing all that. But yep, these are our sprues. Let's see a little more. Okay, just a casual 6 massive sprues. The Emperor was Dramaticus the whole time. The Emperor was the one piece. Separate out our 3 different sprues. How about that? You go here. Yep. You go there. And then you go on that one. So we will flip between different sprues here. We'll set these ones down. Finish your first 5 custodies. Well, congrats. That is awesome. It really is. Nice, Misfit. Okay. So, of course, each of these suspension pieces are numbered differently. As you'll see here. Let's focus in a little more this way. There we go. That's nice. Alright. So, we're just going to start. 2 land fortresses. We'll see if we finish them today. I don't know. There's one piece. That looks like a bunch of suspension, and there's 2 other pieces. 43 and 53. And don't... Okay, there's 53 right here. 43. It's gonna make me go to another sprue to get that piece. Dang it. Alright. Alright, it's fine. Put you down there. We'll set you down for a minute. We'll come back and get the suspension pieces as we go. This challenge, lots of details. Yeah, there are a lot of details on those minis. You're right. The power blades kept turning out, so I went to dry brush paint. Yeah, it's fine. And there's nothing wrong with just painting them silver. You know, like that is perfectly acceptable. my Ultramarines army, I went the lazy route, and I did what GW did, where they just put a little bit of like contrast paint on the around like the little like power cell where it connects to the blade. That's all they do. All right, so 51 goes down on this side. 50 goes over here, side. There. 29 goes up there. All right. Set this sprue down. The rubric marines are cool. Yeah, I really liked how they did the rubrics. I agree with you there. They are not the most fun to fight against, but they do look awesome. 51. So 30 goes up here, and then let's find this other sprue. Piece number 43, there it is. I assembled and painted one of these. It's either a year or two ago. Honestly, can't remember how long ago it was, but I did paint one of these before. One of these together. I remember it took a good amount of time to assemble, so we're doing 2 at a time here, and we'll see how this goes. All right, that is step 1 clipped out. So we didn't just fight Tyranids the whole time. Yeah. They did that in the first Space Marine game as well. Like, you end up fighting Chaos and everything, and after fighting orcs through the first half, you get little hints, and pretty classic 40k video game. It's never just the Xenos that are the problem. It's Chaos influencing something. It's alone a planet full of charging heretics, yeah. Oh my gosh, just barrel roll, just roll around, somersault through all the heretics, and you win. Ripper Sworns are goofy, yeah. They definitely seemed like a. Look, we found this cool like technology in the game engine, and we can do this thing, and so they made it into Ripper Swarms. Yeah, I like that they hinted at Necrons. I don't know. I doubt they'll get that far in the story. My personal opinion. I like the bloodletters. Yeah, in the first one. Yeah, the Space Marines in the first game were just brutal to fight against. I remember that. Pieces. My desk is going to be completely covered in plastic shavings. I'm the only one who really does not enjoy watching airbrushing streams. I don't either. Wrath, I am right there with you. But welcome in, man. How you doing? I do not airbrush on stream, and I am very purposeful about not airbrushing on stream. One, because I don't like inhaling paint, and so I wear like personal protective equipment, and I don't want to speak through a respirator, on stream, and I have like a pet peeve against hearing a compressor going while people are streaming. Um, and yeah, it's just like it's just very like I don't know. It's like alarm bells go off in my head when I see someone airbrushing. You're just like chatting with stream. I'm like, you're inhaling plastic. Stop. It's like the dad in me or something. Well, welcome in, man. What kind of streams do you enjoy watching, Raph? We want to end the year on a positive note. I want to talk about. I want to get your guys' help with some 2025 goals. Tell you guys my very basic ideas because I honestly have no idea how this year is gonna go. But I have put about 2 minutes of thought into what my goals are, and I was hoping today we could talk it out a bit. And I want to hear your guys' goals. See if you guys have anything you want to do. Yeah, we can all just kind of get the word out. Say the goals out loud. I don't know if that helps or if that makes it worse, but what we're gonna do. Aslan, I remember playing the first Space Marine and shooting Chaos Space Marines like 3 times with the last cannon to get them to go down. This isn't lore accurate. Okay. We have pieces shaved. I find airbrushing to be so basic and intuitive that watching is actually like watching paint dry. Okay, okay. Mostly like watching, yeah, I can get better at. Oh, gotcha, okay. I did. Sorry, Misfit. Yeah, I saw that. Either it was late last night or early this morning. Yeah, you can varnish before or after. It's fine. If you're using an airbrush to varnish, it won't matter. But if you're like brush on varnish, like you can just avoid it, or you can just put it on afterwards. Very good at making their saving throws. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. Headshots did more damage in Space Marine 1. That's fair. Okay, we have this thing and that. Does that go in like that? Yeah, okay, kind of just slots in there. Cool. Calgar was awesome. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I understand they didn't want to make the game about Calgar, right? Like he just comes in like a beast, does some work, and he's done, right? But you get the rattle can. Okay, I would recommend then putting the tufts on after you varnish. I've not used the Pro Acryl rattle can stuff, but I know historically any rattle can varnish is very iffy and can cloud up really easy. So just got to be careful. Okay, and all of these will face in. A couple at a time. Yeah, and let me know. Let me know how you like the Pro Acryl rattle can. I haven't been able to use any of their spray primers or anything yet, so. Okay, we got that one. The suspension. Suspension on this guy. About 2 years since I put one of these together. Okay, got those. Next piece. This thing. Does this thing slot in? I think it slots in right. Cool. Cool if they brought Ventress in. Restore. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it'd be cool. I have no idea how they're gonna go. I heard they just put out like a little DLC, like next steps kind of like teaser thing. There we go. There we go. All right. Is in. Let's get the other one. Go. All right. Hey, Fulton, what's going on, man? Ton's almost done. Next piece, 21 and 24. And I think these are both on here. Yep, there's 21. 24 is down here. Okay, great. Also need this big piece number 15. That one. But we'll get that after we get this little piece glued. Just following the steps and hoping everything is correct on the instructions, which I'm assuming it's not. But Emerald came yesterday in package. Will be painted today. Nice. That is resin, right, Imrahil? Or is he metal? Are they selling him in metal, Cody? Hey, morning, Groovy. How you doing? One in 24. Guys down. I finished putting those Rohan houses. I'm like, man, they're so adorable. Makes me want more, and it makes me want to up all the hill tribe guys, the wildmen that I have. Go burn down said Rohan houses. T Slayer, what's going on? Morning, guys. Happy last day of 2024. I can go through my list of painted minis. We can talk about the minis I painted here. You guys want to hear me reminisce on a crazy year of hobby work? Let's see. This piece. It's right. Yep. I had to paint yesterday. My niece fell asleep on me in the entire 2 hours I had to paint. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. That's funny. Went to Dollywood yesterday. Okay. Went there last year. Being with folk, and it changed a lot in the 20 years since I last went. Yeah. We went to my family did like a big family vacation basically in Gatlinburg. It was Pigeon Forge, and yeah, we went to the water park one day. What is piece number 15? Where is one? It's like the back end of this, right? It's the top. That's not the back. It's one of these. This piece. Have I gone crazy? What? Those are sides. Wait, this should be this. Okay, so this is number 14. So we need number. It's the sides, not the back. Stubby little vehicles. Yep, this is piece 15. You can tell because the number is so close to it. See, there's 15. Dolly Parton is my patron saint. Yeah. Yeah, we really enjoyed the Dollywood, the water park. It was a lot of fun. My son's first time going on like a water slide. Man, he loved it. And he is a very cautious kid and always has been. But once he gets going on water slides, like, he has no limit. He will do the craziest things, the craziest water slides he's allowed to do. No problem. Okay. So 15, let's get this other 15 out. Places to put my sprues. Okay. An hour away. I'm giving vouchers, sorry, not vultures, for a diamond season pass. Oh, cool. You got that for 2025. Nice, nice. That's cool. Definitely not something we can do often. It's a good trip for us, but great. Wheat Streams, welcome in. How are you doing? Anybody have big plans for New Year's Eve? Big partiers? Doing anything? Sparklers, nice. The painting family is, since the painting son is saying he's old enough to stay up until, yes, Blue, what's going on, man? So he's staying up until midnight with us, so we're finding things to do as a family. Have a whole evening full of things. Smoked salmon, champagne, Lord of the Rings. What's great. Lord of the Rings is our plan too. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be our like annual New Year's Eve tradition, is watching Lord of the Rings. Last year we watched. Was it the Two Towers, or it might have been Return of the King? We finished right at New Year's. It was my son's first time watching through the movies. We had just finished the books. And so we were watching the movie over his like Christmas break, and yeah, and so we got to Return of the King, I think, and we were watching that on New Year's Eve. This year we are going to rent War of the Rohirrim. That's what we're gonna do today, or this evening, and we're gonna watch the new War of the Rohirrim movie since we weren't able to catch it in theaters. And a pair of God Hands, nice, yeah, and a Rogel Dorn tank. That sounds great, man. Maybe in a year or two it'll be, yeah, maybe New Year's Eve will just be like a hobby night, family hobby night. Painting Son also got, our whole family got a ton of board games for Christmas, so we might be playing some board games. Painting Son wants to play some video games. I think we'll do that. We're gonna find ways to occupy ourselves until midnight. I am going to be exhausted. So T Slayer, it kind of is still in theater, but they already put it out last week to rent. It bombed, and it's what everybody expected. Like it's yeah, 2 weeks, and then it was to rent, and I don't know what theaters if theaters still have it or not, but you got a bunch of high elves. Nice, you playing some old world. Getting ready for that. Yeah, they didn't really advertise. I know. I think there's a bigger, like I am not upset at all about the movie. I'm excited to see it. Um, Being a huge Lord of the Rings fan and like big Tolkien fan and everything, it's basically like you're combining a bunch of genres that I don't think cross over a whole lot. Like people that are really into Lord of the Rings that would go see some really obscure movie probably don't care so much about anime. Um, and people that watch anime probably aren't like super into Lord of the Rings, like on the whole, basically. And it was obviously just a way for Time Warner to keep their IP, right, their rights to distributing and making films because they have some other movies in the works. So this was like their quick get a movie out, keep the rights, and then it's smooth sailing from there apparently for Time Warner. I see Goat tonight. Oh, cool! You get to see Goat. All right, yeah, nice. I was like, what movie is that? No, it's like the sacrificial goat, right? Only Tolkien movies are animated. It's been substantial generate. Yeah, exactly. Ghost Hawks, and I'm gonna be honest. Those original Lord of the Rings movies are little rough. I watched it with my son. He was like terrified of them. The goat. Yep. Ready for the Arcane Journal. Got a chariot for my prince, a phoenix, 3 dragons with riders. Nah, oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, you really are ready. Jeez. Alright, let's get these next pieces out here. Need 22 and 25, so we're doing the other wall. At my vampire counts, I have some things to paint for him. It's kind of nice I don't have to worry about an Arcane Journal coming out, though. I'm kind of excited about that. And I have time to be excited whenever they expand the game to include the other factions, so. Raja, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Well, basic infantry just need some dragon princes and sisters, yeah. My buddy ran some dragon princes against me. And they are extremely frustrating. Oh, I forgot how good like 2-up armor saves are in Warhammer. Like when you're so used to just everything being high AP, like 40k type stuff, or like 30k, just las cannons on everything. And it's just, man, Warhammer, like there's so few attacks that come through to your units that having a 2-up armor save is a massive deal. It's had the movie bomb. Yeah. Again, I don't think this affects anything like long term or with decision makers at Time Warner or people making Lord of the Rings films. This movie was purely just to keep the movie rights. That's all it was. They had to release a movie in theaters by like the end of 2024 or something, and they pushed through this lower budget film knowing they'd lose money, but they could make more money on films in the future. So that's what it was. Crazy good. Yeah. I mean, I play vampire counts and I have 10 blood knights, so like I get it. Right, like I know crazy good cav, but yeah, high elves are nice because they just kind of do everything pretty good. So some Da Vinci brushes, probably try them out tonight. Nice, Frank. All right. And that piece, it's just like that. I did order some more limiting cement. Doing a lot of gluing here. Make sure I have backups. Sold all my high elves, other than some wizards and dragons are already at. Really, well. Okay. The answers why Helm's Deep is known as deep. Makes me nervous. Petuous can suck, but I can mitigate. Yeah, yeah. It's still like a not quite 50-50 roll, right? Yeah, I was trying to bait my buddy's charges on his, and he passed all of his rolls on him. But it was funny. I had dire wolves. I got a turn 1 charge against some Illyrian Reavers. Ended up killing them, or at least making them flee, and finished the charge into the Dragon Princes, and I killed one before they got wiped out. And I was like, I think that dire wolves easily paid for themselves, like 5 little dire wolves. And then I did the same with Fellbats, like 2 turns later. And because his Reavers rallied, they jumped in front of his knights. I charged them. I killed like 1 model. They broke from combat and ran. And then I charged into his Dragon Princes, and the next turn I ended up causing a wound. I killed 1 and then died. So, yeah. All right. Pretty cool trick when putting together models. If you don't accidentally glue your fingers together, you can go twice as fast. Really, really, wheat streams. With the real, the life pro tips here. Use plastic cement. You'll never glue your fingers together. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah. It is necessary, whether we laugh or not, but a lot of plastic surgery, so it gets stuck. It's just melting your plastic surgery.
Every day's a good day when you paint. I believe it'll bring a lot of good thoughts to your heart.
Millie Paints, welcome. Welcome. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid, not the what am I doing? Thank you for the raid and welcome. I hope you have had a wonderful stream. I hope you're doing great today and enjoying your final day of 2024. Welcome in, everybody. The Forge of Mars, White Wolf, welcome, guys. Votann yells praise to God him for Red Dog painting, welcome. Welcome, guys. We are just assembling some Votann today. Chatting. I have 2 hecaton land fortresses I'm putting together. Welcome in, Millie Paints. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Forge of Mars. I'm the painting dad, guys, and all I do is I just chill and paint. That's it. Like, if you want a relaxing stream, come and just listen to me ramble about nonsense. Let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home. And paint a lot of minis. That's basically what happens here 4 days a week. So, yeah. Hey, Oberion, welcome in, and thank you for the follow, Millie Paints. I appreciate it. What were you working on? I am not familiar with your stream, Millie Paints, so I am going to send a follow, guys. Yeah, you guys should all. Can we get a shout out? I don't know if we have or not. My stream is kind of garbage, but yeah, let's go give Millie Paints a follow and check out their stream sometime. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, man. Wonderful. Happy New Year's. And Votann, yeah. This is a commission, so these aren't my minis, but I have been painting quite a bit of. I painted a lot of Votann this year, so end of the year with a bang at work. Oh no. Oh. Yeah, we do. We have the command. Yeah, thank you though, Blue. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, go follow Millie Paints. Okay, just some quality work. Oh, nice. All right. Excited to check it out. So I finished trimming these like 600 pieces. Yeah, Blue, I just want to let you know that I happily did not take any of your advice last night when you were on stream and you told me to finish a project. Because I didn't have any projects to finish, so just things to start. So I was playing a video game. Million Sam, super cozy stream. Oh, cool, that's my kind of stream. Alright, let's see. Do you two stream together? That's adorable. No way. No way. That's incredible. Oh man, those minis look great. Alright. Nice. Alright. Follow Scent, guys. Go follow Millie Paints. Got some lizard people you're painting, been working on. A whole bunch of new stuff since I clocked at night. Yeah. Very new to streaming. Me and my husband were painting some. Oh, 30K. What were we painting? Is that what 30K? I'm a big 30K fan, so I need to know the deets. I have about 9,000 points of painted Thousand Suns. So that is like my precious army. It's the one that gets all the love basically from all my other games. Yo Raptor, welcome. Good afternoon to you. Finish my usual daily task. That stinks. I'm doing really well though. Make new models that would look better. Yeah. Sam is there. That's cool.
First of all, let me take just a moment.
30K was here we go. Yep. I'm
going
gonna be on the 2-hour rant now. That's all. It's over, guys. Leave now. Matted wards. Oh my god. What is this? What is that meme name? You can't invoke that name here. It's a bunch of old people in this stream, dude. You can't just start like throwing Matt wards out. Sam here. Oh, Red Dog. Okay, cool. Mostly Millie. I occasionally make a guest appearance. That's awesome though. I sometimes get my wife to stream with me, and she'll paint minis with me. But mainly, people just make her draw pictures. But she's not very good at it, and it's really funny. But I'm only 39. My arthritis is only 6 years old. Yeah. Any projects? Passion is World Eaters. Okay, that is quite the thing to have a passion about.
Let me take just a moment to
thanks
thank
for the
you
follow,
for
man.
allowing me back into your
One
home.
on the stream, I'm painting one of each legion. Cool. Have you painted a Thousand Sun yet? Because I'm going to be on the lookout for you guys painting Thousand Suns then. All right. Here is what happens. See, now here's what the instructions do. They make you flip this thing around like that. And then put this on. Yeah, okay. Let's kind of see where our pieces lie here. We're going through there. That lip and back in there. Okay. I'm gonna get my wife to paint a model. Yeah, you gotta start streaming, White Wolf, and then you make it a thing. Like, yeah, the viewers want you. That's what I did. It worked. It worked on my end. So. A little heavier on the glue, especially in like some of these inner parts here. I do not claim to be and like a an amazing painter. I do paint full-time commission though, so take that word with what you will. But I paint like armies, so my whole thing is like I paint a lot of minis, and I paint them fairly quickly. That's kind of how I operate. So, sure, if you want, you know, open to feedback if you want to give it. But just so you know, this isn't, you know, I'm not going to be a Golden Demon winning painter. I don't care to be. I don't like to paint for competitions. I like to paint to have fun and for people to be able to play this game. So, and you know, kind of to make some money in there too. Feed my family. But let's get this other guy. Turn this around, and then this goes this way. Right? No, this will go. Which side goes where? I don't know. Go here. Okay. Okay, that's what we're doing. Amazing painful people pay me. Yeah. People know what they get when they pay. I can paint a decent mini, you know. I like to think that I paint minis for a reasonable price. I help people get armies on the table a decent amount of time.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
What
Sorry
in the
about that.
world?
You missed all the fun then. That's hilarious because, yeah.
It's probably a good thing the mics
It's
were off.
probably a good thing the mics
Oh.
were off.
My bad. I had I had Millie's channel up for Twitch and it started playing. My bad. Oh, there you go. You guys got to hear Millie and Sam. Let's get a little bit of glue here. I was like, wait a minute, who's talking?
Back and forth, layer after layer after layer.
Oh, thank you. Was that bits? What in the world is going on, guys? You guys are freaking me out. People giving stuff. Someone donated? Hey, Wheatley. Wheat Streams, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. And My Mini Marvels, welcome in. A lot of sorts now. Okay, man, that slots in really nicely. Sorry. I know, I was like, I was someone talking on my stream. I don't usually open up like other pages when I'm streaming. I always tell people I'll do it afterwards, you know, and then I'll like make a note of it. And I guess it must have had your stream, and like you know, like most streamers, you take a few minutes to come in and talk, and so I had it open, and then those few minutes went by.
I believe every day's a good day when you paint.
Hey, Millie, thank you so much. Thank you for the sub. You guys have been very kind this morning. Actually, the whole week you guys have been. I really appreciate it, everybody. Come on. There we go. Yeah, we were wanting to talk about I was wanting to talk about our year in review, you know, for the just for the hobby. Like what? Oh, that was Blue. Okay, so it was Blue giving the sub. All right. Man, God, I hate restream. What am I doing here? I'm just flat out embarrassed. All right, Blue, thank you so much for the gifted sub, man. I appreciate it. There you go, Millie. Enjoy. I'm just kidding, guys. Stream's over. I am so like discombobulated at this point. The next 3 hours are just gonna be sitting in silence, putting minis together. I apparently am sleep deprived. Yeah. What, John Lockridge? Did your son ever go through a take a drink, gargle it, and intentionally spit it out on himself phase? I can't say I remember that one. Yeah, I don't know. That's hilarious, though. I'm sorry if your son is doing that. Yeah. Does he think it's like the funniest thing, or what? So from 12 hours of sleep. Nice. That sounds amazing. Apparently, I am sleep deprived. I was playing my Empire at War mod last night, and it just had me hooked. Alright, well, we got a big chunk of these guys done. Let's get to 57, 20, and 20. Remember seeing 57. Where are you, 57? On that sprue. It's on this first sprue here. Thinks everything he does is hilarious, yeah. It's funny when it's not my job to deal with. Ain't that the truth? My son is 8 and he still thinks everything is funny. So he's a little comedian. So 20. Daddy up, she said, Daddy, you do it. Got her mom's sass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my son's his entire focus in life at this point is just to make people laugh. I don't mind it though. More fun than not. I played through the campaign of Forces of Corruption expansion first. Nice. Man, I've been loving the Awakening of the Clone Wars mod. That's been so good. I'm still working through my Republic campaign. I just got Anakin killed, or captured. And Obi-Wan's captured too, so I don't have either of them to use. Anakin went down. He died so fast. Focus is Fortnite? Screw that game? Yeah. It's my wife's focus. That's her game of choice is Fortnite. I opened it, got immediately overwhelmed. Yeah. Yep. There is a lot. It's so the thing about those mods is there's people have been making and adding on to those mods for 10, 15 years. So when they make those mods and they add these updates and everything, the idea is it's for people that have been playing this game the whole time. You know, or kind of come back to the game, but they're familiar with the mod. So you come back and there's an update and it adds something that's more complicated. And you're like, oh yeah, because I remember it was like this before and they added this thing. And it just happens over the course of a decade and a half. And so you kind of understand. But yeah, jumping into it, it's a big learning curve. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. I also got into these mods watching YouTubers play it. So you know, I would watch people play it that know what they're doing. Then I could jump in and have an idea. Yeah, she does not flex her her KD ratio. No, she doesn't. She will occasionally she's an elementary school teacher and kids will they'll make some kind of Fortnite reference or something and she'll understand it and comment on it and they'll be all like, what? Only kids can play. You live at this school. You're not allowed to play video games. That kind of thing. So, that happens a lot. Playing Slime Rancher this past weekend? I am not familiar with that. Sounds weird, but okay. The other reason I didn't finish the Vespits. Playing video games. Fortnite, more like for the Emperor, am I right? That's right. That's right. We all know. Okay. They hook on here. Start with one little guy first. Just like that. It's like an FPS game. Those little pieces. Get this one. There's Cyberpunk back up. Loaded my save, stopped, started a new game to learn how to play it again. Yeah. I do that a lot with games. Because I have a lot of games I'll just kind of play here and there. I'll get really into them for like a week and then I'll just stop. Yeah, you have to like relearn as you get back in it. Vacuum thing, collecting slimes, keep them fed. Basically build up a ranch of slimes. Okay, I mean, that makes sense. Was it called Slime Rancher? Yeah, Slime Rancher. Yeah. Huh. What a strange game. But, you know, games have weird premises anyway. I had a counterattack about a quarter way through Space Marine 2. So you... That's funny. Alright, so we're gonna get that glued on. I want to go through here. I want to look. I record all the minis I paint through a year. So everything I finish gets recorded. And yeah, so I keep track of my numbers. Because that's just something I want to do. And so if I go back through, how does this thing fit in? Let's see. Yeah, fits pretty nicely in there. Okay. If I go back through my number, I pulled up my notes on my phone here. No, get out. Okay. I see the first thing I painted this year, first thing I finished, was some Thousand Suns. And it was those 20 Assault Marines that I painted. I magnetized the backpacks on a lot of them. You guys remember those if you have seen those. That was the first thing. They were 3D prints, just Mark IV armor, Assault Marines. Ooh. That was the first thing. You can automate a bunch of stuff by making robot bees. Oh, that's cool. And then it was just like World Eaters. If you guys remember me painting all these World Eaters like for a month straight. A month or more straight. Like Angron and well, those 30 Berserkers. Let's see, 6 8-bound, 10 Jackals, 4 Spawn, Karn, a Master of Execution, Lord Invocatus, Lord of Juggernaut, 2 Rhinos, and Angron. I don't see Angron. I paint Angron. I never put Angron on my list. Oh my gosh, Angron's not my list, guys. I never wrote him down. Hold on. We gotta correct this. Huh. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, and I think that was like January. I think I started January with like 60 minis painted. Maybe mid-February or something. Kind of a good start. Let's get piece number 5. This is a front end. That is this little door right here. Hey, Gabe Luna, welcome. Slimes. Start the current expedition. Okay. So yeah, I painted a lot of Ultramarines this year. including like my Marnius Calgar and my Dreadnoughts and I think it was everything that wasn't in the Leviathan box. Yeah, Leviathan box I painted end of last year. Gosu, good morning. Good morning, man. Let's see, Chaos Space Marines. I finished my first left-hand mini, which I haven't doing much with, but Mistake the Skink. I painted Lionel Johnson. Painted a bunch of terrains. Let's see. Yeah, a whole bunch of. I can see what's crazy is looking back on the minis I painted this year, just going through the list, and it doesn't have like dates on when minis were painted. It's just like the in order, and I can see when I had like phases. So, I was painting my Thousand Suns, so I painted like Legionnaires, 10 Legionnaires, jet bike, Apothecaries, a tank, like all in just kind of one go. Sorry and Buckle, welcome. How are you doing? That's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see, was it Lionel Johnson and Gron? I don't think I painted another Gilliman. I painted Gilliman last year. So I finished. He did two Primarchs. I started and almost finished my Vampire Counts army. I painted about 3,000 points of Vampire Counts this year. Started those with the 12-hour stream, if you guys remember. Painting skeletons for 12 hours. Getting reasonably close to finishing them, if I remember correctly. It was really cool. Relaxing as long as I can, and painting Tyranids, nice. Painting is the way to relax. It's the way to go. Painted Tau this year. Painted some 40k Thousand Suns stuff. Tons of Votann. A lot of Votann. The Emperor's Children, 30k Emperor's Children. Painting by the Hill, welcome. How are you doing? Lots of Tyranids. Yeah. Finished 40 of 60 Blue Horrors. Nice. Nice.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Painting by the Hill. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I recognize you from Blues streams. Come and hang out in Crucial Blues streams, and you stream yourself, right? I may have been in your stream once or twice.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you
Cam
for allowing me
Sick
back
96,
into your home.
welcome. Thank you for the follow. We're almost at 3,800 follows, I think. What am I at? Yeah, 4 away. 4 away from 3,800 follows. That's crazy. I said not followed before. Yeah, I'm a little surprised too. I feel like you've been in this stream before. I don't know. It's all good though. I appreciate it. Maybe Twitch is removing follows from my channel too. Take me out of the category and then they remove my follows. I know, I gotta beat Gosu's numbers. That's what I gotta do, so. He's at like 4,000, right? 4,100 or something like that. Look, everyone unfollow. Yeah, oh. Happy 2024, everybody. Got lots of Tyranids to step 4. Nice. He's a high Kill Team Hivestorm terrain last night. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Man, terrain is fun to paint. Okay, piece number 1, 18, and 46. This is our next step. This was all step 1. This is step 1, guys. Step 1 for GW. They're like, yeah, build it in 4 steps. This was step 1. Alright, 1, 18, 46. Let's take a look. It's definitely piece number 1 there. Start streaming again. Did 2 streams at the start of the month, but I've been dealing with pain, haven't been able to stream. What are you streaming, Gosu? I don't... Get like notifications when Gosu streams. You don't need to. Don't feel pressured, man. You do what you want to do. Oh, you did some Path of Exile streams. Oh, cool. All right. I'm kind of sad I missed that now. I would have wanted to see that. What are you doing when you're streaming, dude? Armorcast the Exocrine? The old Armorcast one? Nice. That's awesome. Mix the skin of High Fleet Hydra and the armor of Tiamat. Okay. Cool. I am always a fan of neat color schemes. On here, please tell me 18's on. Ah, it's not. There's 19. 40s. Okay. That sucks. Let's get the other pieces out first, and then we're on step 2, an hour in, and we're finally cutting out piece number 1. Perfect sense. Yeah, I played the first Path of Exile, and the thing about the skill tree is, and I don't know if it changed it with Path of Exile 2, but basically you start at a point with your class. Your class is basically the start point of where you start in that skill tree, because all classes have the same skill tree. And you just basically work your way through, and you can, there's 18, you can kind of shift over one way or the other, and you can kind of alter your class to focus on one stat over the other and get abilities on one thing, but yeah, it looks more intimidating than it is. Yeah, Path of Exile, yeah. I used to play the first one. I haven't played the second one, but it's bigger, 2, easier to navigate, more beginner friendly. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Also, what's up, Sig? How you doing? Black carapaces. Now the smaller ones, I'll start with the orange markings. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's trim some pieces. Get these big ones first. I'll set you in frame there. So I was showing you guys on Sunday, I got that command squad. Don't make me talk about my tournament win again. I will. But I got a Mark III command squad. And I wanted 1,000 Suns, you know, up the squad. I love all the bits in the squad. I love the heresy like bits and everything, but they just don't match my Legion super well, so I need to alter it. So I printed out a plate of bits and some Dreadnought pieces because I have a Contemptor Dreadnought to build and paint. I wanted to give them some more cool details. One part is I made a bet I could have 2,500 points worth painted and finished by Sunday. Are you going to finish that bet? Because Sunday is coming up pretty quick, man. That's insane. We're in OSL doing heated metal looks. Orc power weapons. Nice. That is a cool way to do power weapons. They just like plug it into a battery and it just heats up. Painted 6 75-ish millimeter figures for my nephew. Airbrush only. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Sunday's next year. Plenty of time. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. 3D printed some really cool bits, altering like the shoulders and the helmet, and I have some cool like different power swords, and I am really excited to assemble that squad. So 500 points down after a day and a half. Oh dang, that's okay. Yeah, all right. Oh, you got this, Saurian. I believe in you. What faction you say? Those Tyranids, right? Is it like a lot of contrast work? Like you're speed painting, right? So you're finding a quick method and going for it. I don't know. Should I make it a goal to have like what, like 15,000 points of Thousand Suns by the end of the year? We got to talk about 2025 goals. I painted a lot in 2024, guys. Had a nice little push at the end where last week I painted and finished 116 miniatures. So that put me up to my year end miniatures painted. Ended out at 682. So I painted 682 minis in 2024. None of them they were all at least like 28 millimeter scale. So it wasn't like Legions Imperialis, and I'm counting like each dude, you know. But that is a personal record for number of minis I painted. And I'm also like super proud of like the work I did on a lot of those minis. So, yeah, it was a lot of stuff for me, a lot of stuff for other people. Felt good though. Felt good to break that record, adding up everything. I can't believe I just forgot to add Angron onto my list too. So, look good. Roland, Perseus, some Elven Archers. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah, yeah. Get some minis for. That's great, man. That's really cool, Ruby. Think, hey, by the end of 2025, or you lose my respect. All right. I will not lose your respect. Just need to get like a Warlord Titan. Be like, boom. 15K. I'm set up to paint a good amount of minis. Another really random goal. You guys tell me what you think about this. Those militia. So, let's see. Okay. So the little nubs go on the outside, and it goes in just like that. All right, cool. Current backlog painted in 20. Okay, nice. Are you gonna add to the backlog too? But you're like, the current backlog is what I paint. That's the goal. 55 minis, including display nightlight. Yeah, so Ghost, you painted 55 minis and you won 2 awards. So, that's at like a really big painting competitions. So that is incredible. I'd say nothing about that. Now, hey, that's fair. No, you do what you got to do. Yep. Yeah, you got the current backlog, but you'll add to it. So the next year, your goal will be to finish the 2025 minis that you purchased. That like sits right there. Okay. Different ends of the spectrum. Yeah, I paint like crap, but I paint a lot of minis, and you're just like throwing down award-winning pieces. I don't even win awards for my local my local like tournaments and stuff that I go to. Time is the enemy. You control time with painting. That's true. Yeah, I bend time. Like crap. What are the rest of us please painting like? Yeah, whatever, my draw. Well, I'm thinking, obviously I want to add on my Thousand Suns because I always do. That's just what I do is I'm going to add on my Thousand Suns army because at 9,000 points painted, I still feel like I'm barely scratching the surface. That is my current state with my Thousand Suns army. So I'm sure I'll be doing more with them. But I think militia. I think I'm going to try to paint more militia, and then that'll eventually turn into a Imperial Guard 40k army as well. So, kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone would be nice. Wing Tyrant Prime in the finish. It's pretty, and he's bloody. Okay. Well, let's see. Oh, you did the goo stuff. Nice, man. Yeah, 1500 painting 500 points in a day and a half. That standard. That's good. It's good work. Magus and the Siren are fantastic, yeah. It's funny, I can look up my stats, my like insights or whatever on Instagram, and I posted like Magnus and the Contempt of Dread. The thing that has the most views, there's the Emperor's Children Praetors and the but it's my Leviathan Dread. Those are the ones everybody's like, yes. Who cares about my Magnus mini? Stuff and whip. Okay, cool. You're paying on the Votann kits. Seems like you're getting a lot of yeah. So I've had a total of 2 different people send me commissions for Leagues of Votann. 2 different people. One person is a repeat customer that has had me painting a lot of his minis. But yes, I have painted a lot of Votann. My opinion on them is they are not my favorite minis. So the kits are okay to assemble. The big exception being the bikes, the Hernkin Pioneers, I think is what they are, or what the little trike, little jet bike things. Those minis are a nightmare through and through. Like night terror inducing miniatures. These are the land fortresses. Yeah, these are the big chunky ones. Let's look for where this other piece. What is this? Piece 13. That's it. I think that's it. Paint 10 Emotech Stormlords. You technically paint 1,000 points a day. That's true, and he has a Necron, so he's pretty quick to paint. My most liked mini was the 3rd mini I'd ever painted. That's funny. Yeah, you're just getting going, right? And you're... yeah. I've learned Instagram really likes dreadnoughts. So, you know, if you want to get traction on Instagram, just paint dreadnoughts and put pictures of them. Replays wise, I went the melee route. Yeah, that's fair. More fun that way. Shooting with Tyranids just seems kind of off. Sig, my favorite minis. That's really hard. That is a very difficult question. I have painted so many miniatures, and I enjoy a lot of them. I think, hey Troy, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Happy New Year to you. Enjoying your last bits of 2024. It's still morning here. My favorite by far is the Berserker. We painted them 8-pound yeah. So you're just getting into it, yeah. Just can't get behind the land fortress. They don't have the feel I want. I kind of agree. Like aesthetically, the Votann aren't quite where I was hoping they would be. That's all right. People really like them, so you know, people are liking the army and they're buying them. Then that's it. There are people where it's already 2025. That's correct. Yeah. I think maybe the other side of the Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, Southeast Asia, like those Eastern Asia. I think it's already New Year. Oh, now a lot more Berserker fun. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed those minis. That's good. I honestly didn't mind painting the Berserkers so much, just because they have like a lot of cool details. They're time consuming. NMS Heavy Transport Exocraft. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Decided to put out everything I've been wanting for ages. Eldar Plasting vs. Children Deathcore Creek. Yeah. They're after you specifically, Groovy. Yeah. Um, I would say my favorite mini of this past year that I painted is probably, oh man, either that Leviathan Dreadnought was an absolute blast to paint. I painted it. I think I finished that whole mini in 24 hours. I think was the deal. Like over the course of a 24-hour period, start to finish on that Leviathan Dread, but it was great. Sorry, yeah, no, okay, yeah, sorry. If you guys want to guess some of my other favorites, I can't even think. I have to go through my list to like even see what I've painted. You know, like I kind of forget. Bellacore. I have not painted Bellacore. No, not a many I've had the pleasure of painting. They're all Space Marines. Yeah, all of them. Yep. Just a year of painting Space Marines. Okay. This piece goes there. Yep. And down. Okay. Yep. Yep. I did paint the lion. Yep. The lion was fun. Not my favorite, but he was fun. There for a minute. I think of a mini that like I just sat down and painted. It's like, man, I have not painted. No, no, it's been a long time since I painted Scarab Occult Terminators. So these will hang off the side. Yeah, they will. Okay, all right. Good to know. Single mini, not part of a unit. Probably, yeah. It's like what I'm trying to think of here. I think that's correct. Let's see. That is not correct. You know why? Because I did this totally backwards. Why did I do that? I did it backwards both. What a... I looked at this. And I told myself, the chunky part goes in the new piece. And then I absolutely did not do that on either of these pieces. Too bright, painting dead. Not too bright. Leviathan body mount is shocking. Yes, section. Really, really. You're a champion, Dad? Okay, oh, thanks. Okay, that is more like it. That's going to go on there, and then these pieces are going to hook in there. So, released a 40k list for Eldar vehicles. And are a legendary most of my bet. Yeah, probably. Yep. I've heard that detachment's pretty underwhelming, but they just wanted to add something. But they got stuff coming in the Codex, so there'll be a bunch of good detachments, I'm sure, for Eldar. Eldar seem to get stuff. Ormagogs onto the Screamer Killer. Nice. Yeah, I do love that Leviathan mini. But I also painted painted the Xiphon. Yeah, the Xiphon was another fun one to paint. Alright. So we are gluing the top on these minis. So let's do that. forward to see my finished work. Yeah. I guess I have an example here, because then I can follow that to figure out where I need to glue. It's joking the Eldar range is older than most of us. Yeah. It'll just go to individual minis. You know, people talk about that mini's older than... But yeah. Memes all die eventually. Yo, man, that's a pretty good fit, all things considered. I assembled and painted some Sagittars a couple months ago, which are the smaller, like, truck vehicles, the Votann, and one of them was so badly warped it wouldn't fit together. It was crazy. I have never painted a knight, no. Yeah, the Forge Fiends were a lot of fun. Those were fun minis to paint. I painted those really quick, too. Surprisingly quick. What's the Screamer Killer do? Well, it screams and it kills. Yeah. I imagine Screamer Killer is like the name that, like, Catechins give it, right? Like, that's just kind of like they're the ones that saw it first, so they named it. They're big minis. I painted quite a few Thousand Suns tanks. I had a project. This was in 2023, but it was this, like, surprisingly fun project that I did. It was very frustrating, but somebody sent me. They asked if I could paint Space Marine Predator for them. I was like, yeah, sure, you know. And I was a dummy. I didn't ask for pictures of the thing ahead of time, of his assembled mini. So I was like, yeah, Ultramarines Predator, like, I'll have that thing painted in no time. It'll be so quick to paint. So I get it in, and it is a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And, like, caked super glue everywhere. Someone tried to magnetize it. It was full of putty everywhere. It was an absolute nightmare. So I ended up spending an entire 4-hour stream just breaking the mini down. Like, I popped it in the freezer overnight, and I spent the entire day just disassembling and cleaning all the pieces for it. And then I spent the next day and I painted it. I painted it in like an hour. I was like, this should have only taken me like an hour to do, you know, and it ended up taking tons of time. And it was hilarious, just like how bad this thing was put together. Like, I think my like 8-year-old son could do a better job assembling this mini. He's never assembled a mini before. And just, yeah. And it was, like, really frustrating, but also on the other hand, it was like, I'm doing my own eBay miniature rescue, basically. It was crazy, yeah. The overnight freezer trick did it, and I'm very thankful that the gentleman did not use any plastic glue on the mini. It was all super glue. Like, oh, this is the worst. I hate putting tires on minis. And there's 6 on each one, but there's 12 because it's 2 halves of the tires. Box stuff that wasn't worth $2, yeah. But either Hammerfall bunker, and the engineering is mint. Really? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, GW does hate the thing. You have nothing else that's decent terrain, right? Okay, let's take a look through some of these pieces. We got to get the tub for assembly here. But I need number 39. Where's 39? I don't think it's on this sprue. They're 4 little, like, canister things. It's not that sprue. Look at this sprue. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, got them. Big undead thing from AOS. Have you painted one of those? I'm not sure what thing you're talking about. Big undead thing. That's like half of AOS, isn't it? To break down a mini, get decent shape to paint. Yeah. Popping stuff in the freezer is the way to go. If it's super glue. It may took 10 seconds to pull apart at that point. 4 hours to clean. Hold on. Drop a piece. Did a piece roll off the table? Yes, it did. Alright. Gorilla foaming glue? Oh no. That sounds horrible. eBay Firstborn when I started the hobby, yeah. Tyranids do have talons in the most random places, I agree. I agree. Big undead thing with the skulls? Yeah, Shriggs, yeah. Welcome in, man, yeah. That very unique thing that Games Workshop makes. Oh, sure. No, I did not. I did not get to paint that many. No. I don't get a lot of Age of Sigmar commissions. They're very few and very far between. So. That many looks really good. How drones? Buck each, not badly painted. Yeah. But it is sometimes, Troy. I got a commission not long ago. Or long ago. Wrote it back saying if they send me anything more simple, I'll charge more. Yeah, so the lesson I learned here, Groovy, was I get pictures ahead of time. If people say it's already assembled, I get pictures. And then I base my price based on those pictures. So. Yeah. I asked him about it later, too, and I was, like, hey, I was like, is this, is mini put together or what? He's like, no, I bought it off someone. I was like, yeah, you'd say that now. Okay, and they just all go up here. Person knew their shame. Yeah, Shorin is definitely a Ushorin. How you pronounce it? I'm not sure exactly how you pronounce it, but yeah, he is definitely a centerpiece mini. Up the Von Ryan Leapers, seeing the Mechanicus might have something to do with them. Oh, weird. Okay. This before it's piping on. All right, we got that. Let's get the tub. Interesting. Basic paint job number 2500 100. Okay, alright. Guess, you know, I looked up, yeah. Votann Ryan's Leapers were like an old thing from lore.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you for allowing me back into your home.
Hey, Carnitents, welcome. Welcome in, thank you for the follow. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and excuse me, a good last day of 2024. So we gotta put this down here. 17 goes over here. 16 goes over here. Verse 6. I am not doing inner details under the windshields. Are you gonna ask me when I'm not putting little dude and little computers in there? It's because that's what we're doing. Piece number 87. Have to get later. So one Von Ryan lead breakout absorb. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. This side. This side. Put this sprue down. And we're going to look for number 87. Like it's on this sprue. This one has all kinds of gubbins on it. There's 82. Seven. There it is. Okay, we got it. We got it. Yeah, that I remember that one. The old like Forge World one, right? You were saying originally it was one. Sorry, and Buckle. Talking about leapers, yeah. I don't even know if I want to start like an actual, like a new army this year. I feel like every year for the past couple years I've had this like, you know, I'm going to do this army, I'm going to do this, and you know, I get into all the different armies and have like a big project to do. So last year it was my vampire counts. Year before that it was my 1,000 Suns. Year before that it was my Space Marines and Necrons, my 40k armies. And yeah, I think I'm more or less at this point, with it not even being the new year yet, I think I'm content with just expanding what I have. You know, having all these armies is nothing to sneeze at as far as the amount of painting that goes into getting things. I got an army for every game I play. And lots of little things I can continue. So I do a little bit more with Middle Earth with the new edition coming out and getting, you know, winning some minis. So I got some minis to paint with that. Leaning toward the absorbed part, yeah. That's right. Yeah, Blue's got his crazy fluorescent Von Ryan's Leapers he's been painting.
Look at me!
Doing whips. Okay. I was chilling in your stream last night and um, being as antisocial as I could. Sig, your war boss looks great, by the way. Yeah, look at the Tyranid. Look at the fluorescent Tyranid. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, guys. You really should jump in the Discord, guys, and just check out some of the things people are posting. People are posting some really good-looking minis. Piece number 6. Including Blues Von Ryan Leapers, Sig's War Boss, and the Tyranid from Saurian Buckle, his what was that, Prime, the Winged Prime, right? Have you messed with any war games in Atlantic? Okay, so a couple questions. Shriggs, I am not planning on getting into Trench Crusade. Doesn't quite like scratch an itch, I feel like, for me. So I know a lot of people are really looking forward to it, and that's great. Doesn't look like my thing. You messed with the War Games Atlantic minis. For Christmas I got a pack of werewolves. $35 20 minis are pretty legit. Yeah, I've collected and worked with some War Games Atlantic through the years. And their quality has definitely gone up a lot. So War Games Atlantic has always been like the cheap Chinese manufacturer in the miniature gaming world. But I know they have like the like cultist dudes coming out that are like, it's like a really big Kickstarter. I think it's called The Damned is the like 40k proxies. And they have some other good stuff. They have like some good historical stuff they're working on and some other cool stuff like that. But no, they've had some decent minis. Like I said, their quality has improved a lot over time. So hard is it to paint a Nemesis Dread Knight without an airbrush? I have actually never painted a Nemesis Dread Knight. I have painted 2 armies of Grey Knights, and neither of them have had Nemesis Dread Knights included. So I would not know. Probably not too bad. You're going to spend a lot of time on silver, but...
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you
Shriggs,
for
thanks for the
allowing me
follow.
back into your home.
Appreciate that. Is that or 3,800? Let's take a look. No, we're at 37.99. Anyone want to be a 3,800? Person number 3,800. I don't think this thing needs to
Look at me!
to really be glued in. I'll put this in just because I already worked on it. But where am I looking? Videos possible without an airbrush. Getting smooth, crisp panels is a struggle. Yeah, Discord. Which channel on Discord, Misfit? Whips or finished projects. Should you charge for painting a Nemesis Dread? I don't know. I'd have to talk about it with the individual, see what kind of details they want, and color schemes. I had to really look at the mini, get a better idea. Finished? Okay. All right. 1 second. We'll take a look. Go look at Misfit's mini and finished projects. And if I'm not mistaken, Misfit, you are just getting into painting or just back into painting, right? I mean, Awada for my birthday. Nice. Yeah, Awada's great. I have an Awada airbrush, an Awada HPCS. I love that airbrush. Just getting back into painting. Excited to see this. I'm going to glue these parts and then take a look. Paint Custodes. About the guy that wanted me to paint a resin proxy of that massive Tyranid model? I told him no way. I think I vaguely remember someone asking about painting a Hierophant, right? Like a proxy Hierophant or like a printed Hierophant or something. That's too sketchy.
Good job.
Very slap chop. All right. Was that a good job for Misfit? Let's take a look. Hey, wow, they look good, man. They did a great job. The way you're talking about Misfit, you made me think like it's just gonna be like paint caked everywhere and stuff. But wow, yeah, these are solid looking, man. The classic gold, the gold shades look really good. Good like definition in the colors and everything. Fantastic looking minis, dude. It adds a nice pop on them. The blue on the power swords and stuff. I think the dry brush looks just fine on them. Misfit. Yeah, great work, guys. Get some proud dad. Yeah, fantastic work, guys. And yeah, Misfit, they look great, dude. They look great. Yeah, some nice tufts that are like not brown. I think will help the minis a lot. Separate out some of that kind of like beige overall look to them. Hopefully the thing cleans out the cup is great. Yeah. So this should fit just in. Okay. There and right there. There and right there. Glad I ordered more plastic cement. I ordered 2 more containers of this stuff. This is the non-toxic stuff I'm using. A little harder to get a hold of, but in my opinion, worth it for not inhaling acetone all day. There we go. We got ourselves a little turtle shell. Pretty ice cream asked about pricing. Believe my response is nope. yeah. Again, Bloom, the business sense, you just got to throw out an exorbitant number like no person would realistically accept. Then if they accept it, then you're about to make a ton of money. The girl through college. Hey Smago, what's up, man? All right. Oh. Yes, Mini's going together really well, though. I'm very happy with that. For $7 and the cost of shipping. Yeah. Oh, 7,000. Yeah, but 7, yeah. You just take on my daughter's student loans, and that'd be it. It's lower than horror specs. I have no idea. No idea. Yeah, there are people out there that paint minis for like just like stupid low prices, but it's because they're either like not relying on the income, or I knew a gentleman that was local to me that he was on like disability, and so he like couldn't make a certain amount of money, for his income, or he would lose his social security. So he would paint minis insanely cheap, and that's just what he would do. He's like, yeah, I'll paint 50 minis a month, but you know, I charge like $1 a mini because can't make so much money. Family Fantasy RPG, welcome in, man. How you doing? Let's do a Titan Commission. I'm waiting on that too. Okay, 116, 117, and then 118, 119. 17, 116. 16, there's no, okay. Guys, I hate assembling and painting tires. Yeah, there's two of them. Yeah, I'm doing two of them. Okay. There. What, not welfare? Third should be getting that. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Troy. My understanding, I'm not too familiar. My understanding in the U.S. is if you're getting disability payments, your income, you can go and earn extra income. It just has to be under a certain dollar amount per month in order for you to continue getting those payments. So yeah, building up more squats. Yeah, you're right. Out of the way, then we'll do the other stuff. This is just half the tires on each of them. Not sure I'll finish these today. Assembly on this, but I'll continue them. I'm not sure if I'm streaming tomorrow. Be up late with the kid. I might just need a little bit of me time. I don't know though. But maybe that me time will be streaming and painting or assembling. Oh, I know what I can do. We could do a fun stream to start the year. I got something I could do. Maybe I will stream. Right. First sets of tires. There'll be more assembling minis. Is that gonna, like, you guys gonna hate that if I just assemble more minis tomorrow? Well, I want to know, do you guys have any hobby goals? Makes you happy, run with it. Yeah, I appreciate that. I would expect no less of a statement from Crucial Blue. All right, cool. Well, then maybe we'll stream tomorrow. We'll do something fun. More mini assembly. Yeah. What do you guys got? Anybody got any particular goals for next year? Got those. No goals? No. All of mine involve getting a certain number. Probably isn't super healthy. I was thinking about doing more militia. And I timed out I can paint those militia in about 10 minutes apiece. After the airbrush step, I think it's under 10 minutes apiece. And so I'm thinking that once a month, I just take one of my streams and I just paint 30 militia on stream. A 4-hour stream. By the end of the year, I will have an extra 360 militia infantry. I'll have my militia army all filled out. Like, that's kind of... That's my crazy goal. But then that's just like, that's 12 strings worth of painting, you know? Okay, hold on. Let's see. We got 2,000 points in Necrons. Nice. 5,000 point Knight Army. 1 model away. Nice. All right, that's an easy to finish goal. Finish Tyranids. Yep, 1 goal. Eating a bloomin' onion. You've never had a bloomin' onion? They're good. It's heavy with grease, man. If you're cool with eating grease, I don't know how that affects your hobby, but that's great. 2,000 points in Necrons. Have you started Necrons yet, Shriggs? Finish up a Deathwatch army. I have 2k each of Sisters, Granites, and Deathwatch. Man, you need to do a Xenos army. Just love the Imperium. I get it. No goals. Gonna follow the inspiration. Also redeem. Was there a redemption or what? Something. Oh, hey, Gray Mauser. Sorry, I didn't see that one. What? Wait, it's a voice ban. Does that mean I can't speak? Is that what that one is? I will stop speaking if that's the case. Was it a word ban? I don't remember my own goals. You let me know and I'll stop speaking. Or just pick a word. Gray Mauser. Finish Novitiates. Tron Pathfinders Kill Team. Right, yeah. Imperial Fist. Goals to finish. Finish things on my desk. Yeah. Trench Crusade. Nice. Once a month goals. Okay. Alright. Alright, guys. I think I'm not allowed to talk for 5 minutes. So here's what we're gonna do. You ready? Alright, that's been 5 minutes. It was actually really nice. Thank you for the bits. Ursha Blue. Like, really? Is that, don't say anything of Mods are allowed to be in the next, yeah, see, you're too late. Yeah. It's too late. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, man. Gosu, I would not have said anything anyway. So, say no, buddy. I think you're cool. I mean, or none of us are cool. Like, we're all in here streaming on the internet, painting miniatures. So, oh, it's two little tires. Okay, 2 little tires, 1 big tire. Okay, how it goes. Yep. Troy, that's cool. I have a family member that works for NASA, which is pretty awesome. Sit up a little bit. Feels cool to say that. That was seriously like, it was like refreshing. I don't know, just turning on the music a little bit and just like little voice break. It was nice. Thank you for that, Grey Mouser. I don't know if you're meant to punish me, but it's legit just really nice. That's all I really want, you know, just to sit in silence. Okay, so we got these big ones. We need tires. Okay. Yeah, I love the goals, guys. You guys seem like you guys have thought about this, which is awesome. Like, just fantastic goals. Yeah, we'll see what the year holds. I think one of my big hobby goals should be buying a bunch of shelves. I can display everything I need to. We'll start mentoring people that want help with painting. Oh, that's wonderful. That's really nice. You go, yeah, guys. If you need some help with painting, By the Hill is the man. Stream and people in here have really inspired me back into the hobby. That's great to hear. Yeah, we have a good group of people. Honestly, like, I don't know. There's just it's really cool for me to have something that I do, like on a personal note, where I get to say, like, this is what I want to do, and this is kind of like, this is a style I want to do things in. So I'm, you know, I'm not like chasing like views or like trying to follow someone else's style. Like, yeah, I definitely have inspiration from people I've seen and everything, um but it's like, this is, you know, this is kind of like my creation with a lot of help. But the fact that not only is there like a group of people that I hope feel similar, where it's just, you know, you just want to hang out, and like, you know, we don't have to do something crazy every day. We don't have to like try to chase the next big thing. Like, we just chill and hobby, right? And that not only are you guys like, you know, coming by every day, every couple days, or, you know, chilling the stream, but like the way you guys contribute to this whole like thing is just incredible. Like, absolutely incredible, and beyond anything I would have thought when I was like, when Zendral convinced me to like stream to show off me painting a mini, you know, because he wanted to see how I did it. Yeah, it's like, what a weird past couple years, but it's been really cool. Line filling with watery paint, pre-soaking lines like magic. Oh, nice, nice, Griggs. That's awesome. Okay, all little wheels here. Go to my 2025 year. I am a Warhammer fan now on military pay. Oh yeah, is that good or bad? I don't know. Most militaries don't pay super well, so. But, you know, if you're single and they provide housing and stuff, then you probably have a decent amount of disposable income. Here to hang out and talk hobby shop, occasionally harass TPD. You do just fine, man. No, that's cool. It's great having you around, Gosu. This random dude throwing rat emotes through the chat. Came in here. Good. Better than a lifeguard's pay. Well, okay, yeah, that's fair. Alright, good. Just a pebbling. Man, I don't remember what pebbling is. What was pebbling? Pebbling? Oh yeah, that's like the penguin thing, right? Yeah. Liming? What is that? What's that? Yeah, there's the rat dude putting rat emotes everywhere. Yeah. What's funny, Gosu, is though there's like how relevant those emotes are. just why do people talk about rats so much on Twitch? Watch things go boom. Yeah, it's true. That's true. The real puppet master behind the scenes is Gosu. He's the one that runs Twitch. Better camera options. I have Coolpix, a decent cam, way to run without working battery. Oh, that you don't. It doesn't have like a dummy battery you can put in it. Term used in Trinidad that means, paraphrase, to hang out with no clear goal. We're not going to see a movie or play sports or whatever. Just hanging out together. Oh, that's cool. All right, never heard that before. This young whippersnapper, Crucial Blue, teaching us modern slang terms. All right. What's next? Just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. This was the left side of the vehicle. Trevor Noah. Oh, okay. Interesting. I'm old. We got these wheels, or these tires on. Join the Marines. I'm at training just over a week. All right, man. Well, congrats. That probably explains where you've been this whole time. Sorry and buckle, but you're making a name for yourself. That's awesome, man. You run a battery. So, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, dummy battery's the way to go, but like you gotta find one, right? Figure it out if you're doesn't come with one. We need 45 and 37, so let's get these first. Put all these on, and then we'll do the pipes, the roll cage or roll bars or whatever you call that. And if I look ahead into the future, I'm going to assume that this piece number 44 is the door. The other side of the vehicle. Excuse me. So get that out. Just a prediction. 20 megapixel. Oh, cool. Yeah. Fun to watch the Puppet Master movie series. I am not familiar with those. I did see Nosferatu on Friday night. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it was really good. It was a really good vampire movie. Pretty weird, but it's a A24 film, so it's going to be kind of weird. And then my wife and I watched Oppenheimer last night. It's my first time seeing that, and I don't think I'd ever say this about a movie, but I mean that movie just kept going. Like it kind of dragged on. I get it. Like there's like a whole like subplot that like pops up like halfway through the movie, but it just kind of keeps going. Let's see. So there's 45, 37. We pop over. Look at that, 44. You have to pick your brain on this camera. Think about factory reset. Try to resolve the issue I'm having with it. Afraid you'll knock. Yeah, you might knock out that that mod. That would be the only thing. Are you having trouble with that camera? You have it looking great, to be honest. Like, it seems like you really got a handle on it better than I ever got a handle on my cameras, so. About to counterweight my my light. It's not too bad of a wobble, actually. I lowered this frame. I might lower it more. Light. Camera. Do a top-down view, and I can get more detail that way. Oh, I'm comms. Okay. 620-0620 transmission systems operator or base turns radio operator. My profile online shows on an open contract 600. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. My oldest brother was in the Marine Corps, and he was medically discharged. Joined in 2005. He was medically discharged right before his company battalion. I don't know how they deployed for the Marines Brigade. I'm not sure, but they got deployed. people he was with got deployed to Iraq, and he was a squad leader. You know, obviously friends with a lot of the guys in his platoon and stuff. And I think over the course of a month, all 3 squad leaders in their platoon, in his platoon, were killed in Iraq for various things. So, call that what it is, whether, you know, divine providence or, you know, some incredibly good luck. But, you know, his medical issues as a child that maybe or maybe not came back, but people were paranoid about with him, ended up possibly saving his life. Because the things that those guys were killed doing were things that my brother would have, hands down, have been doing as well. Like, just, like, true heroic stuff. But that is my closest experience with the Marine Corps. Staying low under the radar. So sure, I'm going to watch the next 29 Palms. Okay. Stumps, oh no. No. Bizarre issue. Straight lines look like an old video game on occasion. Like pixelated or what? Trim that one piece. Whoops. Let's trim this real quick. That doesn't look like it's going to fit. Okay. Yeah. A good thing Saurian's into Warhammer, so we'll have stuff to do. One's right. Drag my Tyranids and paint them. Yeah. Yeah, stay out of trouble. That's the thing. Okay, now we need 41 and 40. There are 240 pieces. Where are they? I haven't put piece number 3 on this mini yet. Oh my god. Probably going right up there. I bet this is piece number 3. It's going to go right here. Not you. There we go, 41 and 40. Alright, sorry, Buckle, painting more minis. And is that the Haruspecs or the Exocrine? Nice, man. You are zooming through that army. That's crazy. Alright, that's finished projects. Yeah, he's got the Screamer Killer. Nice. Ah, the blood. That's great, man. That's awesome. Welcome to the Discord, everybody, too. Yeah, check out Sorry Buckle's minis. He is flying through. He's trying to paint a 2,000 point or a 3,000 point army by the end of the week, basically, is what he's doing. So, but check out his mini. See what it's like to paint a full army in a week. horror specs. Okay. Done the other day. Screamer's 50% done. 2.5, but at least 2K. Alright.
First of all,
Pieces
let me take
out.
just a moment to thank you for allowing me back
Hey,
into your home.
Stair Shrek. Welcome. Stair Shrek, I believe you are my 3800th follower. So welcome in. And do I say congratulations for finding my channel? I don't know. But welcome in, man. How you doing? Thanks for the follow. Let's get to 4,000 next year. How about that? That'd be a nice goal. Staring down the toxic ring. Yeah, post a pic in general. Okay, alright. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. That was happening to me on this camera, and what... How zoomed in are you? Excuse me. If you zoom out and you like hold something close, are you still getting that issue? Just started getting into miniatures and miniature painting. Bought a 3D printer. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, so you're like jumping in first. Think about a 3D printer. There, I want you to keep this in mind. It is so easy to print 1,000 minis. It is incredibly easy to print 1,000 minis. It is not as easy, not as quick to paint 1,000 minis. And what happens, a lot of people, they buy a whole bunch of stuff, or they print a whole bunch of stuff, and then they never paint it. And like having all those minis, it's like it does like the opposite of motivate people. Like it's just depressing. I got all these minis, I'll never get them painted, so I'm never gonna do anything. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. But welcome to the hobby. 3D printing is an amazing hobby in itself, but yeah, make sure you're being safe with it though. You know, full personal protective equipment. Follow all the guides. Don't skimp on that. You don't want to be getting very nasty stuff. Yeah. What are you painting, man? What do you print? What are you painting? It happens regardless of zoom. Athlete production try. We got a bunch of stuff. If it's my guess, excuse me, I would say go for the do the little guys first, and then finish with the bigger monsters because they seem to be more fun. All right, straight edge goes in. The elbow is in the back. Ooh. Starting my retirement journey. Nice. All right, man. And you're hanging out in geriatric Twitch. You are in the right place. Gotta say. What I lovingly call our channel and our corner of Twitch is geriatric Twitch. People scoff at that, but they all know it's true. Doesn't print it for D&D, where you don't have to care as much about paint jobs. Yeah, that's cool. All right. This goes like that. All right. Ah, now it won't like come out. Okay. Geriatric painting community is the best. It is. Yeah. You know, when I started streaming, I thought I was like super old for Twitch. And I'm in my 30s. Then I hang out a bit. We got retirees coming in. It always ends up being a competition. It used to a lot more. We had where it would be like, well, I'm 40 years old. I'm 50. I'm 60. So old. Yep. 58. There you go, man. Well, congratulations on your retirement. And what a cool time to get into this hobby too. Like, that's great. 53. There we go. Yep, painting by the hill. Well, there we go. I'm 30 with the body of a beaten down 75-year-old. Like a hard 75, right? Yeah. All right. Next page. Let's get this 42 and 40, and then this little rear door here. The other 40 pipes. Crucial Blue knows where the int wives wound up. Wow, you are old. Folks streaming in their 70s. I know. I think if we're talking about viewership overall, the Miniatures and Models channel is probably the oldest channel on Twitch from average age. I could confidently guess that. Art might have it beat, really? Excuse me. Is there a bird watching? Yeah, if there was like a bird watching, yeah, I could see that. Stamp collecting. Which channel? Knitting. That'd just be art. There's like a category for bird watching. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If those do exist. That's that it hurts in the morning. What's he go? Get off my lawn. Yeah, Frank. Yeah. I've been trying to take these past couple weeks, try to be intentional and hang out with some friends I haven't seen in a while. We just hang out. We end up getting in these talks about like, oh my gosh, like everything hurts. I'm taking this medication now, and you know, like kids were playing in my yard the other day. It was making me mad, and all this stuff. I'm just like, whoa, what happened? What is this? Talking about insurance rates and the weather. Too much. Art average age also brought lower by the furry artist. That's true. Yeah. Excuse me. That was kind of what I was thinking. Like, whenever I have like browsed the art channel, it seems to be very much like a lot of like furry art, like digital artists, and I don't see that age like trending older. Most furs are over 25 plus. Yeah, because you gotta have money to do that, right? They're like career IT people. No offense to IT people, not furries, but he's been bad lately. Snore what? My knees are screaming like a stuck pig. I tell you what, yeah. Are you listening to my conversations, Crucial Blue? I don't appreciate that, man. They putting recording devices in my house. They bring to places during their convention. Yeah. It's true. In Pittsburgh, yeah. I'm sure most city officials are, and they're like, wait a minute. Cash money. I know. I know it's accurate, and I know people who are not in the community probably would not like to be associated with certain groups, but what it is. Why do you think I want to commission them? Well, Frank, the thing is, you might not want to commission them, but I will tell you, artists who do like who specialize in like furry art and stuff make a crap ton of money. They just make money. Um, there's a lot of money to be made and spent in that community, so that is why you probably see it. Big Papa Paint, what's going on? What's going on, Dork Depot? How you doing, man? What was it you were painting? It's not Space Wolf stuff right now. What is it? I remember you were showing pictures. Can't remember now, but I hope you're doing well. Artist, and she started drawing furry, was making like 5 times as much. Yeah. I think that just needs to be what I do. I am acquaintances with a 3D artist who does like furry like 3D models. And I've thought about like, hey, I'll 3D print and paint the models that you make for people. And we just make it a whole thing. purely a monetary based decision, has nothing to do with like my interest in it. I'm just like I see there's like money to be made. Streams are gonna get a lot less safe for work. Start doing that though. Your cyber attack happens during a furry convention, we're doomed. The thing is, do our adversaries understand that fact? You know, maybe they just don't believe it. They think it's all made up. Those tubes are in. The next one. Say cookies? Dang, nice. Capitalizing the overlap between furry and... Yeah, make $1 bazillion. I remember seeing a photo. There was a video. It was a video someone was taking, like a GoPro video. It was a Russian soldier riding on top of like a BMP armored transport that they don't get inside because you will die if you're inside. I think gets hit by anything. But riding on top, and he's got his like AK-47 or AK-74, whatever it is, and it is wrapped. The gun has a wrap all over it, and the wrap is like anime girls, like classic meme, like anime, like hentai girls, and that's what it was all over his gun, just like wrapped in it. It was like, this is our age of war here. Hey Cho, what's going on, man? I didn't realize that was you, Chad. How you doing, bud? I believe it. It's true. Yeah, I watched it with mine own eyes. Okay. The little trucks are going. Ninja Turtle mobiles. Furry truck nuts for dude rifles. Painting Grimnir right now. Nice. That's what it is. Okay, yeah. Very cool. That's right, the lightning on the drones. That's what it was. I remember there was something that stood out, a detail that stood out about it. Yeah, it was the lightning on the drones. Happy almost New Year to you too, Choach. Hope you're doing well, man. Okay, whole bunch of things. Oh, look at this little structure. Look at all of this just to make this little like side panel. Get it right there. So I guess we'll start on these. We got all the other stuff done. Side, a whole bunch of other we're not doing the weapons yet. I'm not sure which actual weapons he wants in this thing, so work around that. This thing should be able to rotate. Or just a pain to paint rotated stuff. Okay. Well, let's go in. Let's do it. This sprue. Let's see. 31. It's 32. There's 31. Uh, 54, 56. No, don't be on different sprues. Don't. It is. It is. I'll do 33. 5. Hey, Will, what's up? Happy New Year to you. Yeah, the kit I'm building is called a Hecaton Land Fortress. I'm building 2 of them. These are for the Leagues of Votann. It's their big transport tank. 28. Yep, I got 20. So I need 54 and 56. Get that in a minute. Let's get this. Looks cool. Thanks. Thanks, man. Hey, Zen, what's going on, dude? I have assembled and painted one of these before. I think it was about 2 years ago at this point. Mini the last time. Definitely making faster progress at this point, but you know, they're big tanks. It's the biggest model in that particular army, so heckin' tons of land fortress. That's right. What it is. Okay. I also need, it's number 26. That's another side panel. Here. You back. Alright, T-Slayer, have a good one, man. Good to see you. Step out for now. Alright, Painting by the Hill. See you guys. Heck a chunk, yeah. How much land fortress? That's a lot. That's how much. Biggest model so far, that's true. Okay, we need 56 and 54. So here's 56. Alright, so I think I'm on sprue. Here. Multiple 56s. Cheat a little bit. .54 is right here. So those ones are different. Two times Armature box for Christmas building today. Nice, Scott. That's awesome. What a cool kit. I have not had the pleasure of doing anything with armatures before, so very cool. They're fun to build. Cool. I know you've built armatures before, Blue. Yeah, Knight Army to me is simultaneously like really cool and really lame. So Bishop piece done. It's my next personal project. Oh, cool. All right. Space Marine Army. So first pieces we're doing 54 and 56. You have a hobby goal? Okay, all right. What's the hobby goal? Zen, we're talking about hobby goals. Anybody who's jumping in, what's your any hobby goals you got for 2025? Not to stab myself with a hobby knife this year. Okay. Yeah, that's a good goal. I think that's a good goal. My start of my 2024, I stabbed myself, or I sliced my finger with my knife, and yeah, my knife was like an inch more in. Like, I'm pretty sure I could have just like cut my finger off. So yeah. Fortunately, it wasn't on stream. But man, that was like instant bleeding. It's there. Nice. Alright. Alright. Let's get. Like that. Fortunately, yeah. I'll magnetize my new armatures and paint with my AdMech color scheme. Nice. Alright, Zen, what are your hobby goals, man? What are you gonna do? Zen's gonna start a 30k army. He's so tired of 40k, he's just gonna start a Night Lords 30k army. Play Horus Heresy with us. He told me that was his goal the other day. Play literally one game someday? Yeah, that's fair. My X-Men list and hopefully my Night Lords army. Yeah, see? May as well at this point do it. Do it. Guys, tell Zen to play 30k. not like yeah, not like you're playing 40k. Shrek themed 30k Death Guard army. That's true. Yeah. He was talking about that. I used to play Dawn of War with Zen. He's got him. I'm going to answer for him. Yes, he has those games. Had to play Smash Mouth the whole time. You're playing the Wreck Army. My desk is covered in plastic shavings. Blue on Dawn of War. It does sound like a blast. Yep. See, we could, Blue. You could always get like Goat and G sides and We'll find someone else, and we could do a 3v3 with like real people who are all like terrible at the game. It right there. Right, how they describe it. Is this the right piece? It looks like it is. Okay, it does show a gap on another. Learning how to use TTS? Yeah. TTS is alright. For me, like, a big part of the hobby is, like, having your minis on the table. So it makes it a little less of an incentive to be, you know, to play TTS. It's not quite as fun. 30k is more fun than keeping up with the brutal meta of 40k. Yeah. I agree, dude. Like, the 40k has some really cool things about it. And, you know, there's something nice about having, like, a little bit of, like, a changing meta and, like, lots of different factions. And, you know, it's a very gamey game, and that's cool. Like, it has its place, but... Okay, I think I might not get around till 11th. Yeah, you don't have that long to wait. Year and a half. You got Kill Team in Trench Crusade? Nice. Well, that's cool. Trench Crusade doesn't quite do it for me, but you know, I hope it gets some traction and you know, it's nice and popular and everything, kind of sticks around. It's not just like a Kickstarter fad. It's nice having other games in the sphere. All right, we got that thing assembled. So let's put this piece on. It's right there. Perfect. We still have to put together our community Necromolds competitive team. We got to run the tournament circuit for Necromolds, guys. Skirmish game, make Trench Crusade less about narrative campaigns, or just do both. You thought I'd be into it? Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't. Yeah. My honest opinion about Trench Crusade is it looks like just another Kickstarter. Like, that's all I see. I feel like I've been in this hobby for so long, and when Kickstarter came out, like, everything was like the biggest thing ever. And every single time it's the same thing where it's just the Kickstarter happens, you know, 8, 10, 12 months later, everybody gets their minis or whatever, and you know, I know this one's STLs, but you know, people do similar things with STLs, but like by the time everyone gets everything, like the hype has died down. Like, these companies do really big like marketing pushes during Kickstarter, but then they just don't keep it alive, and it just kind of goes at that point. There's nothing to it. It doesn't look like a game to me that has legs. I think that's my probably strongest opinion about it. Like, the art style doesn't really capture me so much, but it also just doesn't feel like a game that's gonna be super popular as the years go on. Yeah. See how it goes. Yeah. Alright, got that page done. Next page. Next side. Here we go. Same things on the other side. It has been around for years. Just the official launch of the rules and minis. Yeah, but I had never heard of it. Anecdotal, right? But I follow like miniature gaming news like a hawk. Like, I am always reading about know, whatever game's coming out, or you know, the next thing and all that, and like, I literally never heard of Trench Crusade. So I don't think it really had legs before. I understand like making rules to a game is different than making a, you know, like a whole miniature game system. But you know, just my opinions about things, my thoughts about things. And you know, again, like I'm not, it's not that I'm not getting into the game because I don't think it's gonna last. Like, if I'm interested in the game, I'm gonna get into it. Or just doesn't have a style that interests me a whole lot, but also it just seems like another Kickstarter. But hey, if you like it and you play it and you find a group, that's amazing. You don't need, you know, 100,000 people playing the game to have fun with it. Popular doesn't necessarily mean good. It's too grimy. I like painting dirt in my models. Yeah. Yeah, imagine playing a game Trench Crusade with a bunch of clean minis. Sounds pretty funny, to be honest. There was there's one that's like I think it's kind of a meme at this point. I don't know, but there's a game that got on a Kickstarter, as a Joan of Arc game. I think it was called like Joan of Arc, and it had like a tabletop board game. It was like a rank and flank game or whatever. It had like some fantasy elements and stuff to it, and I know a guy that went all in, like spent $1,000 on all these minis. He went full bore into this game, and I remember seeing some minis in my local store that were for sale when it came out. You know, like a couple years later, and all this stuff, and like nobody got it. It was gone. They put it on clearance. What? Okay, oh, that's weird. All right, sure. Then don't. It's like a messed up vibe for your Night Lords, but I know a guy that he kind of gets into like every miniature game out there, and he plays and he sells his stuff. Well, he got into this Kickstarter, spent tons of money on it, and they're ready for 30K. There you go. All right, dude. All right, Zen's getting to 30K in 2025. Everybody, you heard it here first. Set in stone, no going back now. But spent all this money in this Kickstarter, and I remember seeing him post that he was selling his miniatures, and he had the boxes, like the shipping boxes that he took pictures of, like, hey, this is what I have, and he listed everything he had. He's like, I'm selling it for $1,000, $1,000 even for all this. So just like in his like I don't know, entry into his house, he just had this stack of boxes all the way up, and it's like, wow, $1,000 for that stuff. Like, it must be a lot of stuff or whatever. And so I just, you know, I'm not interested at all. I'm not going to buy it. But I would see it on a guy. I'm not friends with him on Facebook, but I would see it on buy, sell, trade groups on Facebook. I would see it on Discord channels. He would post selling this thing, and he would repost it every month or so that he's selling it. And eventually he dropped the price by like $50, you know, after like 6 months. And then after that, he dropped the price, you know, after another 6 months. And it's been like 2.5 years since he tried to sell that stuff. And he's still trying. He uses the same picture. He reposts it, and he's selling it for $800 now. He still got it for $800. I'm like, do you want to sell this stuff or what? Like, it's same picture, same post. He just drops the price, and he posts it every month or so. He's been posting it. Like, this man wants to say, he wants to make his money back. Like, he is not taking no for an answer, like on getting money for this thing. But yeah, he hasn't sold it. And that reminds me of a story from my earlier adulthood. Me and the painting wife got married. We lived in an apartment, and one of our goals is to buy a house quick. We wanted to save money. We wanted to buy a house. And this was we got married in 2010. and we finally decided we were going to start house shopping at the end of 2011. So we start shopping around. If anybody remembers, that time period was like Great Recession, and the housing market was terrible for sellers. Houses were dirt cheap compared to today. So we shopped around for a couple months. We were looking at houses and everything. And pretty much how I'm getting rid of my War Machine stuff. Yeah, eBay. Yeah, you should just get on eBay. We're looking for houses, but we found a house that we were really interested in. We were going to put an offer on this house. And my brother-in-law worked on HVAC. He was like an HVAC like technician or whatever. Like a really good one. He's like management in his company or whatever, and all this stuff. So we asked him to come out and like, hey, can you like look at this stuff? We had some people come out and like look at some different things in the house. Just like make sure everything's good. Like, can you like come, you know, just check things out and see if it's things are a big problem. Well, he came out and he took a look at the furnace and HC, and he basically said like, hey, there's a whole bunch of problems with this stuff. It's really old. It's gonna need replaced. It's probably really inefficient. It's gonna cost a whole bunch of money. Like, there's these problems. Like, this was wrong. This was hooked up wrong. There's all this stuff. So we were like, okay, cool. So we know that it's gonna cost us, you know, however much to replace our HVAC stuff, you know, within like a couple years or so after buying this house. So we ended up sending a you know, like a counter offer basically or whatever to the guy, like, hey, we'll buy your house if you do this. And I don't know if it was like a full furnace replacement or not. Like, I don't remember. I think it was a dude that was just flipping houses. You know, he bought the house, he did some like work on, like, replaced the carpet, painted the walls or whatever, and was trying to go for a quick sell. So we sent him the stuff like, hey, we're not going to buy it with all these issues. Like, you need to fix this issue. Like, this is our number one issue. Fix this. Buy the house. And he said no. We're like, all right, we're not going to buy the house then because I don't want to deal with that. So, you know, a month later, we bought a different house. We moved in. We're still in the house today with all of its issues or whatever. But we would occasionally look at this guy's listing, and it was 3 or 4 years later, the guy had never sold the house. And for some reason, that just made me feel so good that this guy never sold that house. Because, yeah, he was, you know, he wanted to be greedy over, you know, like $5,000 on his house. And it was like a $90,000 house or whatever. And yeah, he wanted to be stubborn about it, and he ended up paying tax on the house for years. Like, he was out way more than $5,000 on that house trying to sell that house. Yeah, lost out big time trying to be greedy. Signed my mortgage the first day of lockdowns. We had a notary cancel on us. Had to use a backup notary. Wait a couple more days. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, it's frustrating. I'm glad you got your house, though. And I did that for years. He just wouldn't budge on the price of his house. Ended up paying property taxes for way too long. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. The same issue with my current house. Flipper had it, furnace was broken, asked him what he wanted to do. Flipper just completely replaced the entire furnace. Yeah, you bought your house like from some guy that just like did all the stuff himself, right? You kind of lucked out on your like housing situation with that little aspect. Plus my fiance, prices are all awful right now. Yeah. Yes, they are. Yeah, we bought our house for $80,000. And, you know, fixed rate mortgage for the win, all that stuff. Paying our cheap mortgage, but our property taxes now, the property value of our house is 4 to 5 times what we paid for it. Which is really cool, right? But the problem is we're paying tax on this house. We can't buy a house for that much. Like, that would be any better than our current house. So, house is now, all the problems make you want to puke. Yeah, it's stressful. Yeah. Even then, Choach, if it makes you feel any better, we were looking for houses. We had all the power. in the negotiations when we were buying houses back in early 2012. The housing market was the lowest it ever was. Yeah, and we had all the power. It was still probably the most stressful thing I ever did, was buying a house. And I remember the day when that guy decided he wouldn't budge on it, and like not sending an offer through and everything. I think my realtor was really upset, but I was like, too bad. But yeah, I remember like just how stressful that whole process was. Prices only get worse. Yeah. All these millennials never ever able to buy a house. Just waiting for the housing market to crash again. A dog, and I had to ask someone for permission. Yeah. Remind myself how much it sucks to have a landlord. That's true. Just don't get a house with an HOA if you don't want people telling you what to do. Little turtle shell is into its own here. So you didn't find buying a home stressful? Okay, all right. Well, that's good. Stressful for us. It was mainly that one house, like not putting that offer through on a house that we liked because the guy wouldn't budge on anything. And like me and my wife were just starting, you know, we're just starting our lives. Like we didn't have money to buy a furnace. I couldn't fathom spending, you know, $8,000 or whatever to replace a furnace at the time. So, okay, 2 of these, which means I'll need 4 of them. On the other side is it the same thing? 88 and 90. No, that's 89 and 90, 88 and 90. Oh, that's annoying. Super annoying. Alright. Let's do it. Step. Not putting weapons in these yet. Just talking about Votann. Make a Votann Army 2025. Nice! Heavy T, welcome. Welcome in. They're assembling 2 hecaton land fortresses. Try to stop dropping pieces. He says like the HOA is finding for having a yard that isn't pretty nice. Yeah, yeah. Such cool models. Yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of this model line, but alright, they for the most part assemble really well. They're not too bad to paint. I have a couple complaints from what I've painted, but everybody's different though, right? Reason this army sells. I hope Votann get a ton of cool new stuff this coming year with their codex and everything. They need some units. They need a unit. Okay, I think the coolest Votann minis are the squats from Necromunda. GW's like knocking it out of the park with those minis. And I don't find the 40k minis as compelling. Place up for sale, just a matter of if we can get the price we need. Much for us to upkeep. Yeah, yeah, Groovy, that's fair. Yeah, our house is old and kind of a dump, but you know, we can afford it, and that's the big thing. We can afford it and have a decent lifestyle, so I spend too much money on minis to be able to afford a bigger house. Necromunda squats are the ones I want to paint, yeah. A little dirty giving them the Necromunda models. Yeah, yeah, those Necromunda models need to go into the basic line. Yeah, it's another reason I really like the 30K aesthetic is it's a little more serious. It's not like overly gritty. Like 40K has gritty stuff in it, right? But it's not like Trench Crusade I think takes a little too far. But yeah, like 30 has a good like realism within the setting kind of feel to it. Serious in a good way. Yeah. Gosu, I think tomorrow, if I stream tomorrow, I think I'm going to be assembling the command squad. That's what I'm going to do. I mentioned that earlier. I wasn't sure if you were here or not. So I printed those pieces. I gotta clean them and everything after stream, but nice. Wasn't in a position to buy a house till this past year. I wish I could have found something decent for 80K. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got, you know, we were very fortunate with our timing and everything. You know, that was also almost 15 years or 13 years ago. Just about. So, me and the painting wife have been married almost 15 years. It's crazy. Been together for almost 20 years. Yeah, I think printer's doing okay. I actually bought, I cleaned out the resin. I had a couple fails last week. I was printing some minis for a buddy, and all 3 prints had failures on them, and I was like, oh, I hope it's not something serious. So I cleaned out, but the resin had sat for a while, so I think that was probably the biggest reason. Okay, we're gonna put these little guys over here, and we'll get the other ones out. But yeah, my FEP has a little like a little spot. There's a little dent in it. It looks like some cured resin was pressed into it. But I ordered new FEP, or I replaced the whole vat. I am lazy and paranoid about my FEP, so I ordered new vats and to replace them sometime soon, and prayed to the machine god that it wasn't like an actual crack that leaked resin everywhere. So it's like it didn't leak everywhere, so I think we're good. My Votann issue, mostly the hecatons, it manages to be totally different than anything else and not unique at the same time. Yeah, I think that's kind of the point of their aesthetic, though, right? They're supposed to be like, they use like STCs, like the Imperium, but they're like slightly different. I think I understand what you're saying, though. Yeah, I definitely think I understand what you're saying. Bottle Frozen's new Hyperfine resin on sale. Did take care of my last printing issue with air bubbles at the top of the print. Didn't help. Changed settings, made it a little better. I think it might printer or frozen resin. Okay. The fact that if you drink resin, it prints much better. Sectrix. First of all, where have you been all this time? But second of all, that's all. Watched Twitch in months. I logged in today. I was very happy to see you streaming. Seen you streaming in a while. Yeah. Arjulk. I can't remember the screen name, but welcome in, and yeah, glad you're chilling here. You know, someone did something. I need to make a sound notification for this, but they gave me a voice ban, so we sat in silence and I turned the music up for like 5 minutes. It was looked like they found Buzz Lightyear's STCs. No. Don't do that. Don't do that, poor Votann. It's been busy and stressful. Yeah. Kept off. Yeah. That's fair. Been here chilling and painting. Yeah. Results with Sunloo's toughness. Makes sense some ABS like. Longer. Okay. Oh, cool. Alright. Online Crucial Blue is on. Yeah. Right, yeah. You're just tired of hearing it. Sagittar. Your ultra GW realistic looking minis. I heard somewhere that the Iron Kid are a min of iron. Space started cloning squads. I'd believe it. Okay. So, we'll talk about this one time, but that tournament I went to on Saturday, we all voted for best painted army, and there was a guy there that had it was Army of the Dead. It was like the ghost from Lord of the Rings, because it was Lord of the Rings tabletop. But he painted his Army of the Dead, and he had a this crazy display board. I heard him, kind of overheard him talking to his opponents about how he had like matched the foliage that was in like the scenes at like Pelennor Fields, and like he spent a lot of time making sure that was like screen accurate to everything. And yeah, he had really good looking stuff. My buddy Killicam on here, he brought his Rohan army, his Riders of Rohan, that there were some 3D prints, but it's all very well painted Rohirrim, but it's no conversions. It was just nice painting, nice display board, or no display board, but nice like basing, nice painting, all that. And Killicam got best painted army. I was like, well deserved, because his army looks incredible. But I do feel like if I were the gentleman who had painted that army, the Dead Army, I'd feel like I got gypped a little bit. I think the reason my buddy Cam won the best painted army was because an all cav army isn't exactly something that's easy to paint, and Army of the Dead is very much an easy army to paint. Even if you paint it well, I think people will see it and be like, oh, it's just Army of the Dead. Like, you painted ghosts with contrast and dry brush kind of thing. But yeah, it was kind of funny, but also great. I was glad he got it. Well deserved. His army is just great. It was great, like classic looking Rohirrim. Painted, it was a couple years ago at this point, I think. Anything motivation thing? I absolutely pelt you with motivation. Yeah. Not best painted diorama. Yeah, I know, but like a display board, it's like a whole vibe, right? It's just interesting, like the opinions of people, where you can go above and beyond on an army that is considered easy to paint. Which, let's be honest, guys, painting a bunch of ghosts, like at its base level, you're putting Hexwraith Flame, or like, was it Soulblight or whatever on it? I don't know. I remember what the colors are. And maybe a dry brush. This guy went above and beyond with that. But everybody that plays that game probably has Army of the Dead minis and knows that they're a quick paint army. and you have to do something like really radical to make him stand out. Now he had a really good display board. His army was really well painted, but then you just have Killicam coming in with Rohan and like painting them like the box basically, and people see that and they're like, yeah, like he took an army that takes a long time to paint, and he put a lot of effort into them. You know, I think it's more people seeing the effort in the army painting and maybe their own experience. Yeah. I don't think people even saw my army, I'm going to be honest. I had 5 minis on the table. I saw people posting pictures of the tournament afterwards, and I have not seen one picture with my army in it. My fellowship force, they don't show up in any pictures. It's hilarious. Because I set my army out to display for like lunch, and it was just 5 miniatures on the table. 5 little tiny 28 mil minis. 1 gold and Nova. But judging is subjective. You have to fate with that. Yeah. There you go. Ghost who doesn't trust the judges. All heard it here. Okay, what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to glue these things in. Yeah, these are getting glued in. I can't do the spinning bulb ball socket things. It's too much. This angle. Like peer voting for judging. Yeah. Don't these random 5 minis on the table during lunch. I think that's what it was. Yeah. This dude blew even when I like I won the tournament and everybody's like, what? It was pretty funny. Like people didn't understand. Even the guy running it was like, he's like this was unexpected. He's like, this was and drooping. Yeah, they droop or whatever. You're talking about this. Yeah, I glued mine as well. They fit too tight, and I feel like they might damage the paint. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, these are really tight fit too, and especially once you prime them and paint them, like they don't move. Those look like Space King faces. Oh, they do, don't they? There's no gun in them yet. It's just the ball socket or whatever, the holder. I have magnet. Yeah, get out of here. Get out of here, Sectorix. Things are... This is limiting, yeah. Yep. Which I just ordered 2 more bottles of it. Hey Zen. Did you see back there? See it? It dried super fast. Yeah, I mean, these no, these little ball sockets, they fit really tight. Yep, the surprise barrel. No, they just fit super tight. That's just kind of what they do. Alright, we got those facing different directions. I got this little thing here. I'll go right in there, and I think. Extra glue that's kind of hanging out. That in. Oh, I haven't checked out the Balatro seed yet. No. I've been slacking, dude. I haven't checked that out. This is where tweezers come in handy. Go. It's in Crucial Blue's stream. He has a weekly Balatro seed. His stream, his Discord, yeah. Really crapping on my Storm Raven. Doors closed, the hinges. Yeah. I want a Thunderhawk. That's what I want. I don't want a Storm Raven. Thunderhawk. A Thunderhawk and a Stormbird. Those are what I want. Okay, we got that. Again, we're waiting on the guns. Just waiting to hear back from person. I kind of sprung this on him this morning about like, yeah, I'm putting your minis together. What do you want? 5 and 107. Okay. This is out. All right. How's it taste? Tastes spicy, but lemony. I don't think the Dark Angels had a unique Storm Raven, unless that was something that was gone by like 9th edition. I don't know. Oh, they have one for the Blood Angels. Okay. Blood Angels were the original one to get the Storm Raven. I remember that the Codex came out in 5th edition. Everybody talked about how there's this big ugly flyer was all the rumors. People were like, that's ridiculous. They're not going to do that. And then the Storm Raven comes out and they're like, the rumors were true. It came out and GW's like, nope, this is just for Blood Angels. No other army gets it. It's just they found the STC. It's just theirs. And then like 6 months later, the Grey Knight Codex came out and they had it. Everybody's like, okay. And then, yeah, a couple years later, 6th edition on the Space Marines, generic Space Marines had it. The Storm Talon, yeah. Any tips for storing big minis for a move? Yeah, so, use a box. You want to gently wrap the mini with bubble wrap. Very gently, but try to get like a little bit like in the angles, like on the wings and stuff. A little support for the things. Put them in the box like upright, and if you're like packing the box, you still want to fill it with air. Like packing material. You don't want to pack it too tight though. You want just the tiniest bit of wiggle room, because you want to factor in for situations like if the box gets like crushed or something, or it gets banged around, you need some leeway for the box to shift and the minis to stay put, or the minis not to get crushed, right? But yeah, you're gonna take up more space than than you probably care to. I want to put down. Yeah, yeah. You never want to pack in minis too tightly. If you're packing with anything that you're packing in box, you pack it too tight, then the cardboard box can't do what the cardboard box is meant to do, which is to, give. Extension for my Grey Knight one, so it looks better. Oh, the extension, yeah, yeah. I found a really nifty 3D print. No, the wheels do not spin, Scott Melville. No, they do not. A nifty STL for any Solar Auxilia player. There's like that battle group, and the battle group set comes with a Dracosan tank, which is the transport variant of a Malkador. And it's pretty widely accepted that Dracosans are really bad in the game. And so there's no point in taking them. But the sprue is so unique that you can't turn that Dracosan into like a normal Malkador. It's its own top, like extra sprue to separate the two. So there's someone that made 3D prints that actually turn it into it's called a Valdor Tank Hunter. But it turns the Dracosan into an actual combat tank that's useful. And so, yeah, I thought that was really cool. It looked like a pretty simple print too. Yeah, yeah. So I remember seeing people talking about online, like, I want to get into the battle group, but I don't need 3 Dracosans. Like, they're worthless as they are. I don't need 3 of them. And I was like, I wonder. I didn't see anyone mention it. I was like, I wonder. And I looked around. And I was like, yeah, Dracosan. Just look up Dracosan or like Malkador. And there are people, I think I saw 2 or 3 separate upgrade STLs that turn the Dracosan into a different version of the Malkador. And I was like, that'd be perfect. That makes that set like twice as valuable, that battle group set, if you're playing Solar Auxilia. Because you get useful tanks. And the Valdor Tank Hunter has a Titan weapon on the front of it. Like, it literally has like a turbo laser on the front of it that's like insanely powerful. It's a really good tank. Yeah, that Impulsor Neglect, that was an incredible STL too. Yeah, that was just a great STL. Alright, we're gonna keep moving. Next, so what a goofy looking piece. This is our next thing. It's just like a 1950s like rocket here. Got a couple different rocket things. I'm gonna put the sensor tower thing. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet.
First of all, let me take just a moment to thank you
That
for
could be
allowing me
either
back into your
weapon.
home.
So we'll figure that out too. Hey, Surge Phoenix, thank you for the follow. How are you doing today? Welcome. Yeah, and the weapon we need to wait on. So what's nice about this weapon is I can put this together. And look, you have the tiniest little bit of wiggle room, because that matters, right? How dumb is that? No waste. Oh, the Infernus. Yeah, I am really excited for the Infernus. I think I have assumptions on what we're gonna do for the weapons, but okay, I'm gonna pick up right here. Put these pieces on. I'm gonna put these headlights on, and then we're not, because I'm not putting people in here because I'm painting over. So now I'm gonna put the windshields on, all these windshields, so I can do that. We're not gonna be done with it. I'll have weapons to do and stuff, but let's do this and then see where we go from there. Yeah, I want a Malkador Infernus just to have it. I want a giant flamethrower tank. Okay, there's piece number 2. We're finally putting the second piece on the Mini. It's number 9 and 10. I'm gonna be so tired of assembling minis by the end of this week. Verge STLs are the best. Yeah. Yeah, they are surprisingly few and far between. Yeah. There's some things I just like think of and I'm like, man, that'd be perfect, and then just nothing on it, and it's always disappointment. It seems like you know, when you have the creators, the people that create these files, I think they're not totally in touch with the biggest group of printers, maybe, like people that are actually printing stuff for the hobby. I think in a lot of creators' minds, if you're printing everything, right? Like, I'm just going to print the tank. I'm not going to buy the tank and then print an extra piece for it. You know, like, I'm in this to, like, save the money, so I'm just going to print everything, right? So they make the whole tank. And it'll have, like, design differences with the plastic mini because, you know, the way you print is different than how you assemble minis and all that stuff. On the other hand, there are a lot of people out there who have a 3D printer but still buy miniatures. And, you know, there's plenty of people that print all their own minis and everything, but there are people that buy things like a Dracosan or that set. They buy the set because they want all the minis. And then they want a way to change up their vehicle, like the exact situation we just talked about. And in the creator's mind, like, you know, you just print everything. Like, what's wrong with you? Why aren't you just printing your army? Why are you spending $200 on that set? But that's not like how I think most people operate, even 3D printers. Like, I have a printer, I like to print my minis, but man, do I love to like buy and paint plastic minis. Like, I love buying the cool new minis and stuff. So it's a totally different experience. I do think I've been printing a lot of Thousand Suns minis this past year. Where I think the last Thousand Suns mini I painted was maybe my Sakaran. That was probably like in July or something. The last plastic mini. And everything I painted after that was printed, or I had my one Forge World mini I painted. And so I bought this Command Squad, and I was like, oh man, like, look, I have like plastic minis. Like, this feels really good. I'll be looking at a sprue of Heresy minis. Yeah, some little conversion ones like that. Yeah. Yeah, just the problem is when you find like Rhino or Predator minis STLs, you'll find like conversion bits, but it's conversions between the full kit that the person had made. So like, yeah, like my kit is compatible with my Rhino or my Predator STL that I made, but it doesn't work with the plastic. It's different mechanisms, different sizing on things, and all that. Yeah, you're just printing whole Bane blades. Yeah. Or on Bolter for Grey Knight Chaplain. Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's really cool. Okay, got all these pieces trimmed up. What to say? This piece goes under. Just like that. Custodes Orion dropship. Is that the big one? Is that their like big super heavy flyer? The Orion. I fought against one of those last time I played Heresy. I shot it down. That's what I did. It puts out a ridiculous amount of firepower, though. There's the Ares is the gunship and the Orion's the dropship. Okay, okay. So I'm not sure which one, but it was a big one. The guy had 2 Custodes flyers. He had a really big one and one that was like quite as big. I don't think I told you guys. I was at a local store, walking around, me and somewhere at a store, at a store, and I saw that guy that was like pretty douchey for my Heresy game, my last Heresy game. A guy I was like, I am never gonna play a game with this guy again. Like, I'm just gonna make sure I avoid him. And I saw him there, and he was playing a little like a 40k event or something, and I said hi to him. You know, I saw him, I recognized him, I was like, oh hey, and he looked at me and just like looked away from me. Like, all right, dude. Cool, man. He was salty that he lost. He was salty I passed invuln saves. So yeah. Honestly though, I'm happy about that. I'm happy about it because that means I don't have any like, there will be no mistake that this guy doesn't want to play against me in a game. So I don't even have to be like ask somebody for a game if he like pipes up. You know, I don't have to be like, oh yeah, sorry, oh man, oh, I had something come up, you know, or whatever. Like, hopefully he never wants to play a game with me. So he was mad I called him on rules. He was trying to make up rules, and I told him it wasn't right, and was mad I was passing invuln saves. Alright, little lights. I get these little number 11 and 12. Till he's still mad. Oh, yeah. Definitely. A little salty. Marinating his anger and rage his entire existence. Yeah, exactly. Not that I'm good at reading people, but I could tell from the second I met that dude that he was not going to be something I was going to enjoy playing against. It's unfortunate. What's wrong with people? It's beyond childish. Yeah, I don't even care, Frank. I'm like I said, I'm happy that he acted that way. Like, because I know now that like if I am asking for a game on the Discord, I know he's either going to not like say he's available for a game, and then I because I'm not going to play a game against this guy. Like, oh, I'm super petty too. Yeah, I can be really petty, but now I know if he knows who I am, he's not going to say anything, so he would decline the game. And if for some reason he does join in, and I don't even know what his screen name is or whatever on that server, but you know, when I find out it's him, I'm just going to decline. I'm not going to feel bad about it, so yeah. The dude was mad I brought my Proteus Explorer, like my anti-deep strike unit in our tank battle, because that was a tank that I have. And because he brought 2 Custodes jets. he spent 1,000 points on jets or whatever. I didn't know what he was bringing, but he brought these like super crazy, you know, powerful jets, and he was mad that like Actually, my Proteus didn't even affect anything. He failed his reserve rolls like 2 turns in a row anyway. But old Grumpy when I wouldn't let him shoot across the board 4 inches out of range. Told him. Yeah, yeah. You know, even if it's 1 inch, too bad. Narcissists tell you who they are. Quietly believe them. Yeah. Yep. I have plenty of experience with narcissists in my life, so that dude was pretty textbook. The way he was treating people. He was also very loudly complaining about the new local store in town, and he went in there to get something, and there was he was very loudly complaining about how they didn't know who he was. And he was really upset about it because he's like, you know, I've known these guys for years and all this stuff, and they don't know who I am and all these things. And I was like, probably because you act like this. Like everybody in here knew who you were, and no one wanted to be associated with you. I got all grumpy when I wouldn't let him shoot. Yeah, yeah. You want to bring metagaming lists? You want to complain about other people's lists? Yeah, he didn't even bring a meta. I mean, it was all just kind of goofy. It was just like, you know, he brought these uber strong pieces. The one rule I think that made him super mad was when he finally got his Custodes ships to come in from reserve. They're flyers. They fly on from the edge of the board. I had my little Xiphon, my little interceptor that was sitting there, and he put his mini behind my interceptor, and he's like, so you know, I'm gonna get behind you and shoot you down and everything. And he made a mention about like because a guy on our team had a Thunderhawk, which is crazy, and he made a mention about he's like, you need to move your Thunderhawk first because reserves come in at the end of the movement phase. And I was like, man, that sounds like 40k. Like, I don't know if that's the case with 30k, so I looked it up, and it turns out reserves come in before everything else moves in Warhammer 30k. And so I said, hey, I just looked up the rule. You know, turns out reserves come in first. Like, you might be mixing up 40k. I do it all the time, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, so he had to like backtrack and do all these things, and he's like, well, I would have known where the Thunderhawk was going anyway, so I'm going to end up right behind it anyway. And he ends up, you know, shooting the Thunderhawk down in 1 turn, of course. But yeah, we're like, all right, dude, get out of here. Yeah, just silence. Yeah, love goofy lists. I'm gonna roll 60 heavy intercessors. Yeah, that's the way to go. They knew who he was. Yeah, exactly. I guarantee that's the case then. Yeah. It was funny too because he was chatting with one guy that I know about that new store, like, because it's like old employees' new store, and he was complaining about it. And so I asked the other guy, I was like, is he talking about the new store? And he's like, yeah. He's like, this is how he always is. Like, he's always angry about something or whatever. He just kind of like rolled his eyes about it. Oh, it drives me nuts. Yeah. Like, it's okay to be wrong, especially when you're flipping between playing all these tabletop games. Like, that's a lot to remember, and people get a lot of stuff wrong when it's their only game they're playing, you know. Like, it's not worth like having the big ego about it. The way I rely on winning games is just rolling better dice than everybody, and it seems to have worked pretty well for me. I'm this guy, my feelings hurt because you're mean to me on the internet. I'm going full Jeff Bezos. I'm going to tell Jeff Bezos on you. Okay, alright. Where's the song when we need it? The Jeffrey Bezos song. I'm really sad I painted that vampire lord on a dragon for my old world army, and he looks like Jeff Bezos. It, like, kills me. Like, I don't want to put that many on the table. My Phantom to a Titan fight can help if everyone else prod knights are smaller. Yeah, yeah. Bring Jethro into this, yeah. Alright, so how this works, you have this bottom piece that goes on right here. Glue it on. Little guy right there. And we'll do the other one. Well, real quick, let's just make sure. Look at that. Nice even fit. That saved us 45 minutes of work. And it looks better in my opinion. 3D print upgrade kit to get rid of the wheels and the heck. Oh, I'm sure there is. Oh, that'd be incredible. Put some treads on it or something. I think what you would need with this Mini, either making it a walker. The wheels are so little, guys. Just tiny little wheels. Give it some big monster truck wheels. Give it treads, or just make it a walker. Like, give it like 6 or 8 legs. Yeah, legs would be cool on this. Like some big, like stout, chunky, like robotic legs. Like very like dwarven looking. Killed a lot of things top down. The whole game there was a Mark V Dreadnought running around, taking pot shots, keeping out of line of sight. Nice. That guy knew more than me, so I believed him. Turned out his that stinks, Scott Melville. Yeah, that's always cruddy. So what I have learned though, Scott, is you get malicious people in the game like that like they're so bent on winning that they'll just make up whatever. But I think like 99% of the time, people just don't know the rules that well. There's a lot of rules in Warhammer. In any Warhammer game, any tabletop game, there's a ton of rules, and especially when we're learning the game, like it's easy to get things wrong, or maybe even that person played against somebody else and they told him that was the rule and he just kind of took it at face value, and so that's how he plays, and like it is very easy to do that. And I know I have taught people games a lot. Like I've taught a lot of video games, not video game, tabletop games through the years. And I know the feeling when I learned 6 months later I got a rule wrong, and like everyone in our group is playing this rule, and I feel so bad. I have to like approach people like, hey, I know I taught you this way, but actually this is the way the game is supposed to be played. Like this is the rule, and it feels terrible. Terrible feeling. Cassie's money? Okay. Posted the tracked version. Okay, let's take a look at this. I think the body needs to be like longer. I think the body is too tall for the length, but I think you could make it work with some tracks. Get these pieces out. We'll take a look at that. We might kind of call the stream there for the day. We're doing soon. Shield fell. Can shoot his units if he was in melee with my units. It's true for blast weapons, but all range. Yeah, okay, yeah, like the big the vehicles and stuff. The big guns never tire rule. Fairly developed high production channel that does MCP bat reps. They got 2 to 3 rules wrong. Yeah, what channel was it? I'm subscribed to a couple people that play MCP. Yeah, people get rules wrong. That's just what happens. Yeah, it's extra difficult on YouTube, on when you make videos as well, right? Because you have potentially thousands of people watching you, and like whereas MP tabletop. Okay, oh, interesting. All right, let's look at this Tank Fortress track convert. I don't like it. Sorry, Gosu. Oh man, the fact it's separated because of those doors, it makes you think of the Tarox Mini, which I despise the Tarox Mini. Yeah, it's hard with that side door. It's difficult to make something that works with that side door, but this one doesn't quite do it for me. I like the banners and the back door on it and stuff, like the doors, this separate doors and stuff. Yeah, it looks like a Tarox, dude. Yeah, I may look around for some conversion bits just to see what's out there. I'm curious. It makes the foot. I don't care about that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to go to tournaments and care, like that's fine. This thing is already chunky though. Like, this is a big mini. But we almost got these assembled in 4 hours. I think another hour of getting guns on these minis. I think it'll be set. But you know, we put the windshields on. That was the last step aside from all the different guns. So I'm gonna talk to the client, and we'll see what kind of guns he wants, and I'll get those on. Can you make it without the windshield? I guess you can. You can just keep the windshield clear and see the guys in there, or I guess you can. What? No, get out of here, Zen. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not gonna scam people out of their Bitcoin money or whatever. Talk to the commissioner. Yeah, the client. I don't know what I said, but yeah, I'm gonna talk to the person, see what kind of weapons they want. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, and I'm an idiot, so I can't. Let's find someone. B's on. Where's the commissioner? Yeah, talk to. This mimic hobby. I don't know if I've ever. No, we've never. Let's go say hi to Mimic Hobby. I'm not sure who this is, so we're gonna go say hi, everybody. What we're gonna do. Yeah, all right. So here's all I ask: stop in, give them a follow, say hi. Okay, that's all we gotta do. If you want to go above and beyond, that'd be great. But thank you so much, guys, for a great stream. Thank you for your generosity, for chatting with me, and thank you just for the wonderful year of streaming overall. Like, it's been amazing, fantastic year just to hang out with all of you. And I'm looking forward to more next year. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Stay safe. Stay off the roads if you can, because people be crazy. But I will see you all next year. Bye, everybody.